late. 13:01 for you military folks.
Oh my gosh, you guys are in the street.
Oh yeah, we got lots of folks already in. We got Tracy already in, Garrett's already in. Amanda's been here for like 3 hours. Amanda is so excited for the suffering she could barely contain herself.
Yeah. She's been very wishy-washy lately. I'm like, you got it, but also.
Yeah. But if not,
we're scared.
all right. So yes, beside the Willow King, exactly.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm very scared. We're all scared.
Oh, I think I don't have your mics on yet. Hang on, let me get all of your mics on. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So.
Couldn't die even if they wanted to.
All right. So everyone, can you hear us? Okay. Audio sound good?
Did you need to add the feet opening volley, and you need to reduce your key points by 2. Other than that, you're good because Daisy didn't take any damage.
Nope, not too strong. Because she's simply better.
I forgot one thing.
Oh, what did you forget?
The ring for the darkness.
Area of effect, which I think, did I put it back up
is it
there?
back up there?
I'll grab it for you.
I don't think I put it back up there though. I think I put it.
Grab all of them down.
Some wither.
They're just hiding up there for no reason.
Some wither hither tither?
Yeah, that's okay. We know where it's at.
We'll
It's
keep
fine.
them on this little shelf down here.
We did.
It's actually not a bad idea.
We did clear it with Jenny that it's still up for 7 rounds. So.
Yeah, we have 7 more rounds of darkness.
Correct. You got 10 rounds. We've used 3.
We have.
Hello.
Oh, my heart do be pounding.
All right. How does the audio sound? Anyone let us know? Can you hear all the people?
It arrests.
Thank you for that.
That would be bad.
That would be really bad.
Yeah, please don't.
For the
Have a
resub.
heart attack.
I won't.
Where's all my d20s?
Unless I do. Hey, Kit.
I can't wait for my
Wait, where
Apple
are
Watch
you?
to
There's
tell me
one.
It looks like
No,
you started
yeah.
a workout.
Did you leave all your d20s? You got 2
I played
here.
Curse of Strahd yesterday. And
All
I
right.
just left them.
Here we go.
It's fine.
We are switching from audio to video. We are kind of ready.
Sort of, kind of. We're getting
All right.
there.
3, 2, and 1. Hello and welcome, everyone. Blue Box Tears of Aihrde. So excited for this episode entitled The Willow King. This has been an arrow pointed in this direction for some time.
It has.
The party has done many things which have altered the course, given them additional benefits, some intel. They've done a fantastic job with the planning of the combat. And you'll notice, of course, principally what's most important is Daisy Bell did use her moisturizing cream last week.
Yeah.
And looks much more herself. So we're glad.
We won't say better, but more herself.
More herself, yes. And then, Jen, could you move just a hair that way?
Finley, you gotta sit, bud.
Perfect. There we go. So as we get started today, we're going to talk about what happened last time. We'll do character intros. We've got some fun things planned. We've got some surprises. But I guess one of the things before we get started is let's talk about the table and let's make sure the table looks consistent with what you all expected. So I tried to recreate this because obviously this has come on and off again since Sea of Dark Sun on Tuesday nights.
Click needs to be up over there on that.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure where Click was. He was so small.
Okay.
So Click was up here, right?
All right.
This guy should be where Click is, and Click should be where that guy is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I was in the very corner. No one knows I'm there.
There you go. That's right. Okay. All right. You've just
I
come up over the top. We have
Last time.
Throg there in the middle, and I'll just kind of walk the audience through some of the views as well. So Throg is, oops, wrong camera.
Rosia should be
1
behind this
second.
tree.
Yes.
There we go.
Noah
All right. So
should be behind
Throg
this
That tree.
Should I be
is
closer?
You should
here,
be much closer to the door,
and he's
so
in the
should
middle of
Dinah
combat
and
with
Mila.
the Bloody Nine, which I stole from Joel Abercrombie. All credit to him, but he actually had him pinned to the ground.
Helpless, even.
And we'll go through this, and we have the Hill Giant here, which is
Looking bad.
oh yeah, he's kind of rough.
And he's bleeding.
He's bleeding, 3 per round. He's looking rough. We have the tower, which fell here.
We're still gotta do the fall damage on it.
And crushed several underneath it. We have Dahlia, who ran outside the tower. You can just barely see her axe peeking out there on them. You can get that right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Got it. That's Dahlia out there. We have Daisy Bell, who is standing upon this parapet, and you are in complete shadow. So the shade blade is darkening. Now, it only extends like right past that. So it was all the way back here. So consider this kind of the area of complete darkness. You knocked one of the orcs off. You threw shurikens or your flowers into the half giant. He was horribly damaged, bleeding badly. We have on the opposite side here, make sure I have this also correct, we have Mila standing next to Dronic. We have, this one is Rosia. And then where
Nella is over here.
Nella is way over there
Behind
on
that
that side. Let me pull this back up. Way over here is Nella. You guys can see that, I think, on the screen.
one?
What's that?
No, the little one.
This one? Oh, you mean the outhouse that's been there the whole time?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and there's one mage down, 3 mages surviving. One mage has vanished. One mage vanished.
There shouldn't be 3. One was killed here, one was killed there. That should be the only mage that we know of that is still alive.
No,
And then
mage
the one
in
that
tower
went
vanished.
invisible.
Yeah, so 2 mages
And
should be
this
alive.
mage here was killed as
No,
well?
this one is the one
This
that
one
Nella
was
dragged
dragged
over
over.
and
Okay.
killed.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Drag
So he
over.
should
Okay,
just be
thank
like
you.
a melee guy. or
Thank you. I'm
something.
glad we went through this. I want to make sure I didn't miss something. I didn't have that in my notes. So
I
that
also
mage.
can bring up our battle plan
So you
because
have
we
one mage
took,
you know, and one
One
mage
is-
that is somewhere.
And one mage you
know. Exactly.
And you know what
Which-
they say.
I'm gonna say that he
This
left.
is a mage.
He
Yeah.
left. He was scared.
I agree.
He saw the
Yeah.
aspect, the horrible visage that you came through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be.
A treant, maybe he heard the twig snap beneath Click's feet, and it
Yeah, I
really
think
did it
it's
for
like
him.
In round 1, he decided to run. Wow, yeah.
Mages being
frightened.
cowards, unheard of.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Hey,
Oh, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, so just walking
Hey,
you through again. You got Daisy Bell on the
Tell me I'm
parapet here. You've got the front door
You're not-
with the
you're not a
fallen
mage
tower.
right now.
right now.
You've got
Mila's
Thrall
sort of kind of a
battling
little mangey, just a
the
tad.
Bloody Nine, which
A
he
little mangy,
disclosed
yeah.
last
Mangy.
week, and this will come up in the what happened last time as Click goes through it. But an important disclosure: Throg actually spoke. Other than
Finally.
other than grunts and threats, he actually spoke last week.
Let's talk about
Good.
other stuff,
And then,
too.
of course, the man of the hour here, the King of Willow himself, the Grave Lord.
Whoa.
This guy, which is the first. I'll stop. All right, so.
No!
as
The
we-
first
I'll just stop. No,
Hey,
nothing,
John,
nothing,
what? The
nothing,
first
nothing.
what?
I didn't mean to say that. Just stop. All right, so.
First of the
you're
tears?
like-
Would you say he's the first of the tears, John?
Yeah,
Is that
I
what you
didn't
would
say. I
say?
didn't say.
You're like
I-
Hagrid.
No, I
should not have said that.
Technically,
should not have said that.
technically, he's not the first of the tiers that you've encountered. But all right, so
Oh yeah, no, we already knew that we encountered one of the
I
tiers.
know,
or maybe
but
more
he's
than one.
saying it now.
Maybe more than one.
But-
you guys are. You're not stupid.
We're
I know
not
you're on the right
stupid.
I
track.
know,
All right.
but he's saying
Tell
it.
us what happened last time.
Guys, it was a lot.
Ah,
A lot happened. We caught up after the end of the sort of spar that Dahlia and Click had instantly in the moment of Fritz crash landing at Daisy's feet, having been
Glad he
smoked by a magic missile, nearly
not dead.
dying, but not dead. Daisy scooped him up and
Mostly
ran
dead.
back to the camp.
Wants to
Oh,
be
what a
dead.
good,
While
what a
the
good
rest,
deed I did.
I know, right? What a kind thing Daisy did. So out of character.
He was like a little past you, so it was like on the way.
Yeah.
Like it would have
We're already
been
going.
worse if you didn't.
Yeah. And the rest of the group took some time to gather themselves, discuss planning, and center as a group to be like, we all need to be on the same page of this or this or this. Once Daisy came back, we started to solidify our plan in knowing where kind of things were. We agreed that mages needed to be taken down first, fires needed to be put around the edges to scare them, and a team of 2 different teams needed to pincer the entrance as they left. That was sort of the general plan that we came up with, and we started doing things to be able to enact that plan. We started gathering dried leaves. Dahlia and the rest of us eventually went to Loraphane's temple, where Dahlia beseeched Loraphane and Guinevere to ask for the aid of the forest itself to fight against this evil, and it seemed to go good. Mila beseeched Lahezi, both directly with a prayer and also using a ability that she took as a feat called
Psychic sensitivity.
which allowed her to have Lahezi speak through her hand as she writes. And we learned through a question that she asked that Agum is not the one here in this tent that we thought he might be in. No, he's in the city. But instead we learned the agent of the enemy is in the tent.
And which the hint you'd been given earlier about the chronicler actually had a reference to something which should have made you think he was in the
Sorrow.
Which, well, yeah, right. Which I'm sure Rachel
Jenny
knows
instantly picked
completely.
up on it.
Yes, and Rachel's been watching everything. Are you close to being ready for a summary?
I'm
kinda is.
on.
Yeah, she's getting
You
there.
ready?
I think I'm on 23.
23,
Not far off.
23 right now.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
All right.
And so we had a lot of information that was gathered. Mila gathered everyone around and gave a impressive and enrapturing battle speech that just rallied the troops to her side and the groups.
You beseech the green man.
That's
I did beseech the green man by yelling into the forest. The green dude, the glowy
glowing
man
green
who
man.
Someone
floated
in green,
over me.
here in the
I
forest,
just yelled out in the
please
forest,
appear.
"Hey, green man, are you out there?" It didn't really work.
At least as far as we know.
As far as we know.
Sounds like something I would have done.
Yep.
To be honest.
I was bringing your spirit to the table, and
Green glowing guy, please make your appearance.
I had to happen. So then the two groups made their way to the fort. Daisy and Click a little bit ahead of everybody, and masterful stealth coordination. Daisy rolled at least a 20, and Click instantly rolled a natural
amazing.
1.
Some of her best work.
Which is so me to do in a big fight. The first thing I do is to just crit fail. Didn't critically fail though. It wasn't a full fumble, but it was not good.
It wasn't that one.
We were
Fire,
heard.
no less.
And, well, it wasn't fire quite yet. As initiative was rolled, Daisy put darkness up on the other side of the fort. We started lighting fires in the darkness. Daisy climbed the palisades. Click began making his way around to the south side, while the other two groups pincered their way onto the door. Ashsap throwing boulders at the wall, trying to break through.
Crushing the
Nilla
tower.
keeping him alive while they both got hit by a fireball. And Rosia taking a moment to bring down the dryad bodies that had been hung in the tree, which might be a thing that comes to usefulness, might have just be a thing that she just needed to do, which might also be useful.
and might even have more lore connected.
Exactly. And eventually the group came to the door, realized it was locked, but with a little bit of effort managed to unlock and open it. Dahlia then ran in with her face of the devourer up, looking like a snapdragon flower with pollen spewing from her mouth, horrible as always. As she ran in, lit the pollen on fire with her hands and cast flaming hands, lighting a number of orcs and the giant on fire, and backing back out while Dranik threw a javelin at the giant and Daisy shurikened it full of holes. Nearly dead.
Mostly dead.
Throg bounded over the wall on the south side and ran at the nine-fingered man and the bloody nine, and they got into a little bit of a grappling match.
That he's currently
Throg
winning.
seems
Yep.
to be
He's currently-
winning
he's
the
got him
crap
pinned.
out of.
He's got him pinned.
Mila also saved his life. Neither here nor there.
And Mila.
Neither here nor there.
Getting to that.
Neither here nor
Was that-
there.
yeah.
Mila healed him. Everyone seems to be doing at least decent on HP for now. And we left off with Click climbing the palisade on his south side, ready to do what was going on. Ashsap attacked the corner of the watchtower as it was beginning to fall, when suddenly appearing, but not appearing. He was always there, but we forgot about him maybe. Or maybe he was there in a moment and then gone in another, but back again. He was here and he wasn't. The Willow King is here.
And he's always been here.
And he's always,
He's always been here. In a way.
We just forgot.
In a way, not way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we left off.
I don't like it.
Bravo,
Also,
well done.
all the animals have shown up.
And all the animals showed up.
Yeah,
I
the
need at least
streaking
one.
through.
And so
Maybe
the Willow
four.
King showed up, and now the rest of the bad guys get to take their turn, as we will roll
they
initiative
don't have
after
to.
that.
What? No, they're
they
definitely
don't
no.
have
The bad guys are up, and they have intentions.
I
Now
mean,
the
it's your
Willow
choice.
King will not get a full round this round because he just appeared. So,
That's what we were worried
but
about.
that doesn't mean he will not do something.
Uh-huh.
So we shall see. Thank you,
doesn't have
everyone.
to.
Oh my gosh,
Wayne,
whoa, a lot of...
Wayne,
lot,
wait. Oh, 3 up for the thank you, Wayne. All right,
And
so
Does that equal out?
1,200 for the
Amanda,
party.
when
That's
you have a moment, can you
6
give
of
us
them.
the updates? Everything from
So-
last week carried over.
All of us
so
get-
all
Oh,
the
no.
plus ones. Thank you, Jeff.
One for everybody, and 2 people get 2.
Yeah.
How do you want to distribute it, my friend? We are ever
Yeah,
thankful.
damn weirdo.
Wayne,
Let
tell us
know.
who gets 2, because you gave enough for 6. Unless you, yeah, no. So, who would you like to get the 2?
Because we'll take them. We will take
And
'em.
then, yeah, all right. So Amanda's gonna pop up on the update on our bits. As she's doing that, let's go around quickly
I'll
and
do
let's
working.
introduce our
yes,
characters.
and we are working.
Also, I have my
Oh,
dagger
okay.
earring on.
Yes, I might do the bumblebee.
You look like a
All right,
plumber.
so short mom on the run. Dahlia, Daisy Bell,
to
rather
short.
gets. I do that
More
every
D
single
names.
time. That's
Every
with a D.
time.
D-A.
If Mila
You're
dies,
actually DH. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
if Mila
as
dies, I'm
we-
making a
You get
D-named
one of the
character.
extras. There's
Oh my
one other
God,
extra
please
that you
Yeah,
can get.
there were 2 extras because you gave enough for 6. We have 4 players.
So pick one other person
Which
to
could
get
have
that
been
extra.
easily for the DM. That might be what
No.
you meant. But
At the very least,
No.
everyone gets 1.
You got your
All
own. You be happy with what
now,
you get.
other than when you're doing those groups, if you don't mind, chat, I haven't reminded anyone in a while. if when you give the bits, you'll type the name of the character. So if you'll type 200, or give 200 to Dahlia, give 200 to Daisy Bell, give 200 to Click,
XYZ,
or David,
yeah.
it will automatically track in the bit tracker and make it easier for our mods. Also, it won't matter today because we're not going to be using Tailspire except for, by the way, if I pull up Tailspire, it's only for music, so don't worry about it if you see it up here. We're not using Tailspire today, but when we do, you get the auto dance feature with 1000. All right, so let's go around quickly, and we'll start with you, Thomas, and then we'll go you. We'll go in this order. Tell us about your character.
Knock knock bleaters, Click here, your favorite vigilante from the low quarter of Altamira, now weirdly in the forest, nowhere close to the city, but hopefully helping its people by removing the orc threat that has been threatening the road between it and the other cities. Not feeling particularly useful this combat thus far, but that's neither here nor there.
At the start of it.
It's not. We're pretty far into it at this point.
You did so much.
3
You
rounds.
lit so
It's
much
early.
stuff on fire.
You were doing a.
There's like 5 orcs nearly dead. The giant's almost dead.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm being tactical. Whatever, I get it.
You did some
Don't
good stuff. You're doing
Patronize
great.
me.
Don't patronize
You're
yourself.
doing great, sweetie. We're proud of you.
We're so proud of you, little guy.
Stop it.
Our favorite little guy.
All right, that's it. That's me. I'm an elf. That's all.
I'm an elf.
Let's go to Dahlia.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I'm gonna throw up, but I play Dahlia.
And Dahlia's
I'm
not.
and she's not scared.
Don't. I'll catch it.
I'm so.
Someone's got to, John. It can't
Somebody's
get all
got
over
to.
this beautiful stuff.
Yeah, the
can't.
mom, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, man. I'm scared. Dahlia's
need-
not. She's very brave and scary. She's a level 5 Blood Rager, Verdant Bloodline. She's got her stuff going on, making her face all bad and shooting fire out of her hands. You know, we'll see. I'm sure she won't learn anything uncomfortable about herself during this combat at all.
Or immediately
Or see
after.
any people or anything. It'll be fine.
It'll
be
just
fine.
I'm sure nothing wrong will happen here. All right, so
No,
let's
how
go
could
to
it?
you.
Thank you for the raid.
Daisy Bell.
Hey.
The Lord Games.
Oh, thank you, Trollord Games, with our trade of 21.
Hello.
Tell us about your character, Daisy Bell.
Wow, good morning or good afternoon, Mad Chatters. It's just
Every time.
Daisy Bell, your everyday nightshade ninja. Just
Your friendly
delivering-
neighborhood nightshade ninja.
delivering justice where justice needs to be delivered. So, I got myself a little snake, trying to use him out. He's not doing quite well at his commands.
learning.
He's learning.
He's a baby.
Poor Fritzy, kind of
1,000-year-old
ticked him
baby.
off. And now he lost a wing or something like that.
He did lose one wing.
Something like that,
did.
yeah.
And now I'm on my way to killing giants. So what can I say? I'm wounding little fairies or pixies and killing giants the next day.
Balancing things out.
Yeah.
Right?
All things equal.
Balance.
Mila.
Boo! Did I scare you? I'm Rachel, and I play Mila. Mila is... I tickle myself.
I'm
Okay.
reconsidering a lot.
Mila is a 5th level Omdura.
nice, everybody.
She has a familiar named Finley, who is the bestest boy ever, who definitely doesn't try to manipulate me ever.
No.
He just wants what's
He would
best for
never do
me.
that.
He would never do that.
He manipulates for your benefit.
Of course.
That's not
Definitely.
manipulation.
That's a Daisy Bell line right there.
Of course. Doing some
Thank you.
healing where it needs to be
Gaslight.
done. Hasn't been in the encampment yet, but soon will be. And then we'll see the Willow King, and we'll see how that goes.
I mean, how tall is the Willow King? Can we ask?
I said
Well, I'm hugging the
he's
palisade.
Yeah, he's taller than he looks here. He's actually well over almost 40 feet tall.
So he's as tall as
You're
Ash.
right.
No, Ash Sap was 30, I
You-
believe. The Palisade.
Ash
was he
Sap was 40, the tower
okay,
was
then,
30,
Then,
the
yes,
walls were
then
20.
he's the same height as Ash Sap.
Okay, that's
Horrifying.
And terrifying.
It's bad.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. 40
But it's
feet.
better. I thought he was
'Cause
60
Asap was
feet,
such an
and I was like,
aged
60
treant.
feet's really
Yeah.
tall.
He would have to be very big.
What'd you say?
I thought he was 60 feet tall,
Oh,
and I was like,
okay.
that's so tall. We're gonna die.
For some reason,
Very
my ears
tall.
heard 60 pizzerias tall. I had no idea what that meant.
Pizza
I would-
is tall.
That'd be a
get a
lot of
5'6"
pizzerias.
Okay, all
About
right.
60 pizzas
So
high, this guy.
as we get ready to play our intro video, thank you again for the Raiders. We have a big combat that's about to take place,
Oh.
but some amazing role play. There's story behind this, and there's a surprise.
Ah,
I'll just tell you.
stop!
Not already a surprise.
Maybe more.
It's a bunch of gold.
Maybe,
An XP.
maybe more than one surprise.
My hands are sweating.
And maybe some
Are your knees
story
weak?
elements
Yeah.
that could
You're gonna have to get
unfold. We'll just see how far the party gets. Nothing here is.
Before we
actually,
die,
I
or-
lied. I do have one thing scripted, but nothing else here is scripted. One thing
He
is scripted.
should.
Nothing else.
As is his right.
What does he mean, though? What does he mean by
Well,
that?
you'll see. You'll see.
Play
and
the
so,
video.
So I do want to mention on Tuesday and Wednesday we have special. Our Tuesday night game is being run by Kurt. I think he's running a Walking Dead.
He is, with Rachel in
game. With Rachel's going to be in it, and then there'll be a stream on Wednesday. They're running in the Ravenloft setting and really uncovering the depth of Ravenloft. And then we'll be right back on our regular
Wednesday?
schedule. Vasson has been doing a fantastic job. If you haven't checked out on our Discord, Friday Night Crusade should be back on Friday night, and then Blue Box Studio B kicking off soon. All kinds of good things here on Blue Box.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Join us, check them out,
Is that what
follow
you're
our
playing?
Discord,
We're not playing,
become
we're
part of the community. We'd love to have you here. We appreciate all of you and all the support. Thanks for all the bits, everybody. All right, so the count
Yeah, thank
before
you
we go to
guys.
the video. The DM has 10. He's going to use them.
Hey, you know who else could use them?
The
Throg.
Click
favorite
has
boy.
4. No, Throg has to get his own.
No.
Click has 4. Mila has 4. Dahlia has 8. How do you almost have as much as me? That's crazy.
Aw.
And Daisy has
Are you
3.
scared, John?
I'm sad. I'm just
Why are
sad.
you so sad?
You
And
still
here we
have
go.
more.
Here we go. Yeah, but I'm like
10.
1 against 4. All right, here we go.
Aw.
Yeah, just no one ever DMs that way. It's not against, right? I was joking. All right, here we go.
Aw.
And
So
the intro
sad.
video
See you
kicks
guys
off now.
soon.
I was actually thinking about that on the way here. I was like, what if? Because like there's 4 of us and we all have 3, so that means we have 12. But what if you have 7, right? So we have 3, which means we can't even get an advantage on anything.
Correct.
But you could get a full half action on a single guy.
Correct.
So I had the thought of, what if you can have tons, but you can only ever use as
don't know
many
where
as
this
the
is going, but
highest
I already
single
hate the
player
thought.
can
What
have
was
at a
that?
time. You can only use at one time as many as the highest single player has worth of bits at a time.
I think we'll watch it. If it ever
'cause
becomes an issue.
I know.
It's never been an issue.
Exactly.
So I don't want to make rules or change things unless we need to.
Yeah.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
I just
Exactly.
think that
I just
if
had
you
the
wanted
thought.
to,
It was like that could be a fun
you
thing
could
to
use
just like.
them on the NPCs if you wanted. You don't have to, but it's just
You
a
mean the
thought.
good NPCs?
Yeah, the
Because
good
they're all
NPCs.
NPCs.
You could use them on the ones that you like and that you don't want to
I
die.
like all my
I was gonna say,
NPCs,
John
including
might
the
like this
so
guy.
what if I'm
I don't.
so what if you like one of my NPCs? Can you use him? What if it's a bad guy?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a good thought.
If
What
Jimmy
if
was
we're
out
the
here, I'd
bad
give him my
guys?
plus ones. If Gristle was out
You need
here,
to get
I'd give him
over.
my
You need to
plus
get
ones.
over them.
I don't think I do. I think I'm allowed to be happy.
You are.
Speaking of Jilly, I just rewatched
If you
the Jilly
haven't followed
conversation.
Toll Lord Games, their amazing world of
I was
Aihrde.
so nice to you with that.
I wrote the villain's
Yeah.
monologue. You know
I need
what?
to rewatch
It's
it.
very
Lee, you
protective.
might not be far off the mark
I mean,
there.
Makes sense for you.
You might not be far
What
off
did
the
Lee
mark.
say? What did Lee say?
Oh,
You got a
Wednesday's not.
villain's
What? So
monologue?
what is Ravenloft?
Oh,
what is
yeah,
Wednesday
that
that
makes
Amanda
sense.
put in the chat?
It's Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, well, I mean the same thing.
What? No.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. We got a bunch of vampire people mad at me.
I mean, you could play Vampire the Masquerade in
course
We
you
are
Ravenloft.
could.
a
Of
bunch of
course you
vampire
could.
people now.
We are. It's true. That's just how this
Vampire the
works.
Masquerade. All right, so
Dr.
enjoy that.
Dr.
I will
Lane
not
got
be
a very
on either
interesting
stream.
letter. It's bad.
But the team will be running
really
those
bad.
most
It's us.
capably
We're
as
the
they
team,
always
and
do.
it's gonna be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun with last week's element. That was a good time.
It was very fun.
I was a little nervous if we had enough content, but we had more than enough content.
Oh yeah, we were chatting.
You
we
all
were
will
chatting
always
it
find
up.
something to talk
Yeah,
about.
That's very
yeah.
true.
You did go off the rails a couple of
Yeah.
times.
You bring the three
Really?
of you
Us?
together.
Us? No. We would never discuss anything off topic on an element.
Never.
Way.
Yeah,
Name
Josh
one.
and Shoemaker
Name
creates the
one. You
trailer,
can't.
music.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I won't.
That's a threat.
Yes. Okay. I consider me scared.
Yeah. First time. I'm never
No.
scared anymore.
No.
All right, let's do it.
When you hit the button doesn't hit.
I'm gonna freak out. I'm so scared.
You're good.
Freak
No,
out
we're
on
good.
them.
Ooh, I like the. Ooh.
It's a great
All right.
jumpsuit.
Jeez.
All right,
Real
party.
nice.
As the Willow King has appeared, I described him last time. I won't go into it again, but what I didn't mention to you is there is something that you immediately feel.
Oh, I mean, fear. Fear is
Well,
also
no,
valid.
well, that would be a good. You would guess that, right? So, as you see his visage, beyond necrotic, it is the color of willow and cadaver combined. A crown born of thorny branches that extend from his head, fingers which are as long as your body that come from his hands. He towers over, and you might think fear would be something you would feel, but it's not. There is an immediate, overwhelming, saving throw requiring sense of sorrow. You feel a wave. It brushes over the entire clearing of sorrow. You see the orcs with their little tattoos. The tattoos flare to life on their shoulders as
You have.
so all of you need to make a will save.
A will, good. Something I'm.
Okay, this will save is a DC 18.
Oh my gosh.
Now here's I'll tell you before you roll it.
What if I have a tattoo in my, like I have that? Can I
She
do
does have the
anything with that?
tattoo.
You have the tattoo, but it's not part of your body. It's not woven into your
Give her like a
skin.
+1.
I didn't test my
Not
dice before
woven
now.
Into my
It's okay. We'll just sew them on. We'll
It's
just,
I tell you what. Yes, you know what? Because you mentioned that, because I'll give you a +1 to this. I was not intending that, but it does make sense
Hey,
that
yeah,
that would
we'll
be
take it.
that would be allowed. So, go ahead.
Can I ask a question, John?
Of course you may.
That I don't mean to maybe tip your hand to what he is, but is he Fey in any way?
Is he Fey in any way?
oh, does that help you?
Yes, that would help me.
He is not.
That
But
sucks.
notice how I said he is not.
Got it.
All right.
You are.
Well, no.
There's other things.
Yeah.
There's other
Soulless?
things.
I have. Yeah. Like.
I mean, I
this,
might
like,
call him soulless.
Emphasis has purpose.
does it?
All right. So each of you.
+1s do I have?
I'm
did I
gonna
get the extra?
use-
Let me
two.
tell you what happens.
Did we figure out who
Okay.
got the extra
I'm
one?
going to tell you before you roll the impact of these things. So if you fail by, whoops, I hit the tracker launch. I'm sorry, I just wiped out our tracker. I hit the wrong button.
Bye.
Amanda's like, no.
So it's probably going to reset itself, guys. If it does, my bad. That was not the tracker's error. That was human error. If you fail it by 2 or fewer, so by 2 or 1, then all you have is a -2 condition to all attacks based on being frightened. So you have
Or sad, not frightened, right?
well, but I'm using the same mechanic.
I see. Oh, basically
they're-
shaken.
Right, exactly. Like there's like this overwhelming sense of sorrow that hits you. You'll be -2 to hit, -2 to AC, -2 on spell DCs.
Is it -2 to AC?
This particular
is? Yeah.
effect
Oh,
is
wow.
yes, this particular effect. If you fail by more than 2,
Which
up
I
to
will.
5, so between 2 and 5, that becomes a -4. If you fail by more than 5, you will collapse to the ground sobbing,
Yeah.
unable to carry on at least for a D4 number of rounds.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
roll
gonna
the
happen to
D4.
me.
Okay, so
Don't put it
DC
into. You got this.
No, I'm
you can
going-
do
I
this.
want
Nat
to.
20. Nat
As
20.
this-
Do you have inspiration still?
Can you use inspiration on saving throws?
yes.
I'm gonna use my
Yes, you
inspiration.
absolutely
Wait, I
can
thought
use
I had an
inspiration on saving throws.
inspiration.
I would
think you might.
I would highly recommend using inspiration on this saving throw. So
I'm pretty sure I have an inspiration from a couple weeks ago.
I think you do too. What'd you roll?
before we resume the combat, each of you are going to make this check.
So what is it?
DC 18, and there's a scaling effect.
How much is inspiration for?
Wait.
Well, actually, the way I do it, it's a D6.
But I
do a
used the
D6.
Oh.
What do you mean?
So you roll a 6.
I used two
So you,
plus ones.
you roll and then you roll
Okay.
a D6 and you add the D6.
Do you succeed?
Yes.
Okay.
With the 2 plus
you get?
ones, I succeed
I-
barely.
Just made it.
As an 18?
Made it.
All right.
To an 18.
I also made an 18.
If I would've rolled
You
on
both
the
hit
dot.
exactly on.
Exactly.
Now, look, viewers, if you don't know, these are the most honest players in the galaxy. So if
It
they
is
say they
only
did it,
because I used that +2.
They absolutely did it.
I'm-
all right, so your +2 got you to 18.
Yeah.
You got to 18.
I'm gonna use 3 advantages.
Or 3 plus
3
1.
plus 1.
3 plus 1s, whatever. All right.
I rolled
What's that
exactly
bring
an
your
8.
total bonus to?
And
Don't worry
I
about it. Roll the dice.
have a +8 to my will, but with that
I
+2
hope
is
this
a
the right
+10.
dice. Crap.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, plus your
I
will.
did use 2 plus
Plus an
ones.
inspiration. That won't even get me up there.
Wait. What do you have? So 6 you're.
What's your will bonus? Your will
Well,
save.
remember, there's 3 different levels. Even if you don't get to 18,
Yeah.
you don't want to be at 13.
Yeah.
13, you're incapacitated for D4 rounds.
Where's Will?
It should be at the top. Go to your character sheet, scroll to the very top. You should see saving
Will
throws.
is 0.
Oh.
But
Zero.
D6.
Hello, Greg. So while she's checking this out, hello everyone I've missed earlier.
12.
Oh, Dave, good to see you in the chat.
12 puts you
a total
under
of
5.
12.
Yeah.
It's a total of 12.
It's a total of 12.
It's a total of 12. Daisy Bell.
Well,
Well,
Is that with my +1?
what you already
For-
used your 3 plus ones.
Wait, you had 6, and you added your 3 plus 1s, which got you to 9.
9.
And what's your will save bonus?
0.
0.
Plus
Oh,
the
and then you rolled.
D6.
3, but you gave me a +1 for having the tattoo. So I'm at 13.
Ah, that's
my
right,
God.
Oh
I
my god!
did. Oh my God.
Awesome!
Okay, yes, okay. I
love
forgot
to see
about
it.
that. Yes,
We
yes.
love to see it.
I did. So you feel this crushing sense of despair. This wave of emotion rolls through you. You have seen monsters inspire fear. You have never felt sorrow come like just a boom right into your chest. You rack up a sob. You barely contain yourself from falling to the ground, but you are at -4. And you.
Do you want to know what I rolled?
I do want to know what you
One.
rolled.
Thomas, you have
You rolled a nat.
I rolled a natural 1.
A natural
you have
1.
options though, don't you?
I think I'm okay.
Roll again.
Well, he's definitely
Because
on
you
the
can't
ground.
fumble this.
Okay.
I don't fumble.
Okay. All right. All right.
Why does my dice do that? It'll roll a natural 1 and then a really good number
So,
afterwards.
as the Willow King,
We gotta do some sort of ritual on your dice, man.
we can get some
some
holy
sage?
water.
Yeah.
Holy water could work
Yeah.
too.
So,
Call a
as
local priest.
as the Willow King here appears,
Do you want me to roll my d4 for how many rounds I'm on the ground?
you can roll it. Yeah, I normally would roll it, but go ahead.
2.
2 rounds.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
so you fall to the side of the palisade, openly.
really helping out
It's
there.
a racking sob, which of course everyone now knows you're
Do you
there.
want me to be doing it? Because that would
Yes,
be bad
please,
for the viewers.
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I wish I was by him.
Our favorite
feel-
sad boy.
You feel every
You've heard this recently.
each of you, the sorrow that you feel, even those that made full saves, you feel it. It's triggering your own memories of sorrow. So this is not like an external source.
Tears.
It's hitting all of the places
Weeping.
that you have suffered, all the places in your life that you have felt pain. Those well up just with the presence of this creature as it appears.
Cool. I just had a fun thought.
Okay, all right. Now we resume.
Is that our hint at what kind of evil this is, John?
I didn't say any hints. I just said what I
You said there would be hints.
well,
There's an Easter egg.
You have to
said there would be
decide.
an Easter egg.
There's maybe more than one. That might have been one. You don't know. Yeah. So, with that said, we will resume now the combat part of this, and
And it's our turn.
it is
Yay!
not your turn.
It's our turn.
I am so sorry.
And the tower
That
falls.
it were,
But the tower
indeed
falls.
It is not.
The tower do be
The tower
fallen.
did fall. Yes, and
Does that damage?
so let's start with here on the table. Let me pull up the battle cam again and pull that back out so the chatters can see the whole scene. All right, so
Pour some out for me too.
here, let's start with the Bloody Nine. The Bloody Nine, as he engages with Throg, he is pinned. He is going to use that grappling chart. I won't pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, because I
again
think
today.
the only thing he can do is try and get out of the
He's
grapple.
gonna. That's what he's gonna
Or
try
at
to.
least try and reduce his step.
He's gonna try to break that, and I will roll on screen. I have the CMD and CMB for both.
I also don't know how I didn't notice this before, but he does only have 9 fingers.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
I
have
just
9
didn't. I
fingers.
just didn't count
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, see that? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, but
He's
we'll
got-
get there.
He's got 9 fingers. All right, so here we go.
Oh, that's gonna be so delicious.
All you Abercrombie
This is
fans,
what you
enjoy
wanted,
that.
isn't it?
He's gonna
You
roll.
were happy with your
I'm not gonna use any of my pluses
Freak.
yet. He does not break Throg's pin
What is
with a
that?
5.
Yeah.
That does not get it done.
That's so good.
So Throg still has him pinned here,
That's so good.
and you can see that.
This was not a good thing that happened.
Yeah.
So as Throg holds him down, the Bloody Nine struggles. Next, let's go to the Giant. The Giant bleeding from multiple places, clearly struggling.
I have
But
haste.
what's that?
I have haste.
You do, but it's not your turn.
Yeah, you have to wait till your turn. That's gonna be
dang it.
next
But that
round.
helps
Okay.
if he tries to hit you.
No, what's that? How about what?
She has
'Cause she has-
50% concealment, but you're also fully in darkness.
Yeah, you're
That
fully
too.
in darkness, and he also, you have hit him. He felt where it came from, and all of you let out a. If you missed your save, not the two of you, you let out a sob.
Yep.
There was an audible. So, what's he going to do? He could lean forward into darkness.
She did take, I believe Garrett took a 5-foot step away from where he threw.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
just made a loud
Yeah, but
sound.
she just
Yes,
made
yeah,
the
yeah.
sound. Yeah, so she
I
took
know,
that.
I just
But
wanted to
no, good
clarify.
point. Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, because he did do that 5-step. That's
Yeah.
right. So he could turn to where he hears the bloody 9. He would not try to run past that. That's going to be too much. He's got 2 options, and this is going to be the 80% option. So I'm going to roll it on screen. 80 and below, he's going to swing a daisy bell. 81 and higher,
like the screen.
he's going to turn.
Oh,
He steps forward. Yes.
I was just gonna say the watchtower falling was also probably quite loud.
Yes, there was
As
a
Garrett.
crush. Oh well.
So could have covered up some of the
Wait.
sobbing.
You're right. Well. And this
All
was
simultaneous.
Well, no, but this was actually
And fire
Keep 'em
crackling.
honest.
technically it was
fire
yeah, it's-
crackling for sure.
Yeah, that's well. Actually, you know what? That would have been fair. So he's gonna swing. He's gonna be at a -4 to hit.
Okay.
good.
He's
That
swinging
kinda
into
makes it
darkness. He's kind of guessing where he's swinging. Let me look at his bonus to hit. Okay.
And with
And
the concealment, is that a
I'm
roll?
gonna
We'll
on
get there
your-
if he hits.
Okay.
Do I want to use any of my +1s?
Yes.
I think I have better places for them. I'm gonna save
no,
my
you can use it
+1s.
right now if
No,
you
I don't
want.
think I
Good
should. I
looking
think
won't
I.
have him if he uses
Here we go. Roar! He swings. -4 is 9 plus 12 is 21. That hits.
Yep, but
Then
he has concealment.
Yes, which is at 50%, correct?
Yeah.
I believe, but I don't know if you want to add any for her also
but
being
he
in
made,
darkness.
he made a blind attack. That's a. I've already given him the -4. I've already
It's
kind
an
of incorporated
actual
concealment.
spell on her.
Oh, well, oh, she
She's
does.
being affected by a spell that grants 50%
where'd she get
concealment.
that? It's the acceleration of form.
grants
Oh,
haste
okay,
and
gotcha.
blur.
Okay, yeah,
That's so
not from the
crazy.
Shade Blade Shadow.
So she's
Yes.
separate.
Yes.
All right, then. Okay, then yes.
Got a
he hit,
50%
but
chance.
so I'm going to say 50 and below is a miss.
Okay.
51 and ahead is a hit.
Got
Here
it.
we go.
React immediately.
He missed. He swings and misses, but the club comes back a second time because he's suicide around.
time.
On the second one, that would a 18? Yes, an 18 would hit you. Yes, your
your
AC is
AC is
18 or lower.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, but still the
Still the
concealment.
concealment.
Same thing. A 2!
Yes!
Again! Hey, he's swinging. He is not making.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
I just imagined the Matrix, like
Exactly, acceleration form. I imagine you're literally like diving around.
Now, did he take his 3 bleed?
That would because he already took that
Okay,
this round. He'll
got
take it
it.
again next
Yeah.
round.
That was this round.
Yeah.
I just want to
So.
make sure that he dies.
But I
Like,
like
both
it. I
warm
like that you're
and
keeping me
cold.
honest.
Yes.
Well done.
We
All
like
right.
to be annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like
Not
both
annoying at
warm
all.
and
All right. So
cold.
the
I know.
remainder.
I can't figure it
This
out.
guy is going to turn and engage Throg and try to
what a
attack
jerk.
him. This guy.
Baby.
I'm gonna bring up.
This guy.
Oh, I missed what happened with the bloody 9. Did he remove a
No.
layer of?
No, he
He
failed.
rolled a 5.
He completely failed that effort.
Let's go.
This
Sorry, I was busy
guy
sobbing.
runs
Yeah.
toward the palisade. He heard click, and so he's gonna make he's gonna do a full sprint. So he's gonna get there. That's gonna be 30 feet, and with that full movement, he will climb up the side ladder, but he gets no action this round. He just arrives there. This guy.
I'll be fine.
This guy sprints toward the door. I probably should actually hold on. Let me roll those first to see if they're still in
Oh,
the way.
yeah. Well, and if any of them
I
are
don't
still
know how he's
alive.
using this. I don't know.
Well, I already removed one who got completely
okay.
crushed. So now those
It's
two,
okay, I got
yeah,
something.
let me resolve that damage
Cocked
for
and
them.
loaded.
So first of all, they get the reflex check, and I'll roll those on screen.
Oh, and they're
reflex
all also
reflex
on
check.
fire, too.
one. Yes, and this guy, yeah, they're on fire. One was completely crushed and killed. I've already removed him from the table.
Bye.
The first one gets a reflex check. He fails it. He takes full damage. Oh. Ah! He is crushed beneath the
Bye.
falling The other one makes his
I
reflex
believe
check.
there were 3 that were going to be hit by it, if I remember
One is
correctly.
already dead.
Oh, thank God.
One is he was already crushed. So I already took him off the table. There's 2 that remain. What did I just roll? I missed it. I didn't see what the
I
roll
also
was.
missed it.
I was like,
Oh, Rachel's about to see it.
I'll roll.
It was a 4.
A 4.
Oh,
okay.
alright, great.
All right, then
Nice. Good catch.
he's also crushed.
Good.
Full damage. This guy is going to.
Just one confused fella.
He's actually turning back toward. Oh no, this was the one that was running. He's
Yeah.
going. He's going this way, so he gets a full 60 feet of movement. He's going to get all the way to the door. So he comes
Run, little
rushing
boy.
Take that man
toward
down.
the door. This
If I don't,
guy.
the animals will.
This guy, let me pull this up so it's easy for the fans to see which one we're talking about here. So this one right here, standing by the half giant, he starts climbing the ladder in darkness, waving his sword around, knowing he heard her. She's up there somewhere. He's gonna get no attack this round. He's up there in the darkness, but then you hear this. And he's sniffing.
Fire?
There's fire.
He's
there's
smelling
all
that
kinds of
apple blossom perfume.
The one you hated.
He's sniffing along the edge of this palisade, but he's looking for you. And this one here,
Apple blossom.
I know smell.
he's also running back toward Throg. On this side, please move this guy easy for them. They're rushing toward Ashsap. He's rushing toward Ashsap. Hold on, he could do one of 2 things. He also runs to the door. So the guy with the long, so yeah, that guy, he's running, move out of the way. He runs toward the door. So they're both standing in the door. They're both, these guys here, move him up next to, and they're flanking around the Willow King. Move this guy up the same. So they all make movement. Now, the mage is still up here. And the mage,
If I recall correctly, Mage would actually be right next to me. That's how it was
I
set
had
up
these
last
I
time.
had these backed up this
I
way.
believe so. Yeah, Melee
Okay.
is further. Mage is closer.
All right. Then, with that said, that mage turns directly toward you as you're on the ground, sobbing uncontrollably.
Do you mind if I take control of the narrative for a hot second?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. You said our minds were filled with these memories of sorrow and pain, and Click, who was here in this moment, is grabbed by a rope around his neck and dragged into a memory that he does not recall. That rope stays around his neck as he is pulled taut and hard into his face down on the dirt, and he looks up to see torchlights, and he's in a ring as people are around the corners chanting in different languages, "Fight! Fight!" And he looks up to the other side to see another boy shoved in on the other side of the ring. Maybe 8 years old, probably younger, but it's hard to tell. And he just looks up at all of the people looking at him and is just, no, please, don't, no. And this mage hears that voice coming out of this little boy on the ground who is in the form of a full-grown man. No, please, don't hurt me, please, please. And that's what's going on right then and there.
Oh no!
I love that. All right, so as he hears that,
That sucks.
you speak Orcish. So in the dim recesses of your mind, you hear a "Don't worry, child, you'll sleep," and he unleashes a bolt of electricity.
Wait, these guys have lightning bolt?
Well, they had fireball.
Yeah, but you said that he's the only one that had a third level spell.
No, I said he had he was the only one with the powerful. He actually had
We're
76.
not high enough
This
to
guy had-
deal with these people.
Sure you are. Yes, you are. You guys are tough.
It's fine. I can take it.
He unleashes a bolt of electricity.
So, John,
say we're
what
not.
is my current condition?
What's that?
How does making a reflex throw in my current condition
You have
work?
no reflex though. You are completely can consider yourself. So, as he steps forward, the power of the shocking grasp strikes you, and you feel electricity go through your body. And as you are not bad. You take 10 points of electrical damage as your body shakes, and the other orc comes up the top of the tower. All right. the missing mage is suddenly no longer missing.
It's fine.
Whatever.
No, it's good.
The resignation.
I know.
in
I'd
your
rather
voice.
know where he is at this point.
Yeah. All right. So
It's such a question mark that I've hated.
he appears floating in midair.
So he's very cool. It would seem.
But he's using a lot of his spells.
Yes.
At least
Invisibility.
3 of them. Yeah.
Fly.
And fly.
And
yeah.
he cast
Magic
a
missile.
That's right. Fly
yeah.
second level invisibility. Yeah. So he appears, and you hear him utter some words,
Oh no.
and the darkness vanishes.
Cool.
He dispels
Dispel
magic,
Fine.
and
That's good.
you
You
are-
utilized it very
It's
well.
actually good because you're going to be able to get off this while this whole wall catches completely on fire, I'm sure.
So yeah, that's right. So
Throw,
as he
leap,
appears,
hit, and ride him down.
he dispels the magic, revealing
Giant.
you. And all
opening
right,
volley.
this guy, he's going to take a swing at Ash Sap.
And I believe that's the last orc.
Yes, because well, I didn't say what this guy did.
Or the person in the tent.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
The person in the tent is not coming out of that tent.
And this is not a mage, it's a
person,
melee guy.
Yeah, that's a melee. That's what that spear is there.
Well, but the
I
mages
know,
have
I'm-
had
Sometimes
spears.
you said
Teasing
the mages
No,
had
this guy doesn't have a spear.
Okay, but that mage had a spear, this mage had a spear, that mage had a spear.
All right, so he what
He's
would
just
he
gonna
do?
hang out.
He leaps at the Willow King and takes him down with his
Probably not.
spear.
He's going to stay right where he's at.
Great. Good work, sweetie.
He does turn. He does actually no. He's going to move to the edge here, and he's got a spear in his hand. But he's looking at Click on the ground, but he sees an orc, and he's not willing to throw the spear as of yet.
Okay.
And that concludes their round. This action. Here we go.
Okay.
A very very important initiative.
We have
a +2.
Do I have a plus
believe it's
2
me,
to
right?
initiative? Anyone?
I won last
This
time.
would be
You
very
can't
very
ask
helpful.
For that.
I didn't. I just asked the question. I'm just saying if I have one. it
You
would be
don't,
helpful.
John.
Amanda
Are you
said
sure?
no.
Amanda
I
said
think-
no.
I think I do.
You
Amanda
don't
said
right
no
now.
twice.
I really.
No, you
okay.
do not.
You can't wait for one. End
Roll a
it.
dice.
What'd you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
You should roll.
Stop peeking at my
Give
dice.
us a
I'll roll it out here.
Hey, just roll.
Ask if you want to see. I'll show it.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. You have initiative. All right. Let's start with Throg. Throg is now surrounded on 3 sides, and he begins to attempt.
He's got pluses if he wants them.
He's going to begin to attempt strangulation.
Snap that neck.
So he
Who did I
comes. He comes around. He has him pinned. I've got the grappling charts here, so trust me. There's a good. Oh, the bodies are dangling on the tree. That's such a cool shot. As he comes around the top, tries to grab his neck. Will make the roll.
Use your
CMB still applies.
Use them.
You should use some of your pluses, John.
Yeah.
I was saving them, and I'm glad I didn't use them because that's a nat 1.
Reroll that.
Reroll it.
No, I don't get to do that.
Just
but
for fun.
I'm still not going to. These +1s have a purpose. I am definitely going to use them.
Evil, vile,
Here we go.
a dark purpose.
And a 2. Oh no! Oh no!
Hey,
he
just so you know,
fumbled.
you did this to you.
I did
You
this
did
to
this
me.
to you.
The dice,
You like Throg so
I
much,
love
and
Throg.
you're letting him
Throg
die.
is one of my favorite NPCs
And
ever.
you're killing him.
All right, so what that means is
Just
on
His
the,
fumble
death
on
is
a-
on
on
your
the
hand.
fumbling
Grapple.
chart,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll percentile dice with a 2 on the set. That's a +10 on the fumble. So here we go.
Because you don't want a high number. And I bet it's.
So
gonna
that
be
makes it
really
a
high.
73.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but it's really.
Oh.
It's just
I'm
a
actually-
grapple. It can't be like
Yeah.
world ending.
He chokes himself out.
I use the Middle Earth grappling tables for the.
So it can probably be world ending.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so hold on here because
Just-
unbalanced, crushed.
I choked my own self out. Oh man.
Okay,
Cuts off blood supply to his arm.
as Throg,
Can't do it.
It's tingling.
he has entered his berserk rage.
Of course. As
he
is his right.
letting out these screams so loud, the blood vessels are bursting inside of his eyes. His tusks grinding against his own flesh. He starts to lose control of his tactical, which is so important in grappling. He overestimates, swings high. His arm going to choke comes across the smooth skull of the Bloody Nine, skips, and the Bloody Nine, boom, slams his head back into Throg's nose with a bloody crunch. Throg takes damage, and with the fumble has lost his full pin condition.
You still have him grappled at least?
No.
It's just gone?
Yeah, with the fumble, they're like he's knocked back. There is no
All that
longer
work.
grapple or pin. Yeah, fumbles are
Because he used the dice up there.
Yep, it's because he cheated.
Yeah, it's because he cheated.
It's because he toggled his
Yeah.
low roll.
Yeah.
But you can't. Okay, did I do that? Oh, that's a good idea. I should dice like that. That would be really fun. All right. All right. So let's go next in the combat. And you guys are still controlling the other NPCs, but let's start with you, Dahlia. Dahlia, as you're standing there, you hear strange chanting. You feel the wind of a massive club whoosh, whoosh, go right past your head. But then suddenly, where there was darkness, you are exposed. Now it's still night, but it's moonlight.
Were you talking to me or Dahlia?
You
Did I
said
say
Dahlia again.
You said
Daisy.
Dahlia
I
again.
got
So
it.
it's,
You were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
So
Daisy
it's still night, but you are no longer in darkness, especially for orcs. You are quite visible.
But you're not in melee with anyone, so you can feel free to move.
But you do well. I mean, technically, I'm going to say they're engaged.
That's a 5-foot
Because-
step. That's
yeah,
a 5-foot step.
Yeah, all right, I'll give that. Yeah. So but you see the half giant here. You see the mage floating in midair here.
Well, the half giant is almost dead, right?
I mean, he looks bad.
Yeah.
That
You look
mage is
bad.
right there, too.
All right,
Right
so
on.
I have opening volley. So I'm going to throw a star and then dive off
With the shade blade?
With my shade blade.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Make your roll.
And you're gonna do the 5-foot step so you don't take an attack of opportunity.
Thank you, Mad Chatters. We
No.
appreciate all your support.
Good
Give
catch.
the DM ideas. Hey, no
Do you want
problem. We
any
appreciate the
plus ones?
lurk,
I don't
Boba.
have any pluses.
Okay.
I don't have any pluses.
Don't have any
She doesn't
pluses.
have any pluses, guys.
You know what that means. Don't throw your dice. Ah! Hey, his AC might be really
What was
bad.
it?
You
It was
don't
a
know.
3.
3 plus.
Plus your attack modifier. All right. So then, but you do leap at him.
I do leap at him with my blade.
And how does opening volley
So
work?
you
He's
leap
still-
off
Yes.
and onto the giant, correct?
Yes.
With my blade
Any
first.
chance I can probably not make that.
I mean, this is terrible.
But
All
plus,
figure
Plus, add all
And
your
it's a
stuff
+1
together.
dagger and everything. So.
so that's
Okay,
at least
9
10.
plus.
Go to your.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Go to your main
think.
page.
I can't think. Okay,
So it's.
So it would be
It's
that
so fun
dagger.
when
Six.
players get nervous.
15.
Do you have the shade blade equipped,
And then
or is it a shuriken equipped? What's it?
Oh, sorry, I'm
Is
putting
it
my
the
head
shade
in the
blade?
camera.
Go to your equipment here. The other one,
you're making this hard.
and then
Shade blade
you
is
don't
plus
have
2.
it equipped.
I don't have it equipped.
You don't have the shade blade equipped, so equip it really quick because that'll change the plus.
Should bring it up by 2.
Garrett has said it's a plus 2.
It is a +2, yes.
It is. It's
Where
plus
did it
1
say
magic,
that?
plus 1 masterwork.
I thought
So
I.
equip over the light crossbow. So main hand. And then go back to
Is
the
the music
original
too loud?
page.
Sounds good in here?
Oh, wait,
Okay
On
for
the
everybody?
face, the one on
Bottom
the
left
very
corner.
bottom left corner. Yep. Then it's
Should be
no,
plus.
that's not
No
right.
camera lag.
Help.
Give me your phone.
Help.
While they're figuring this out, the DM timeout here for all
Oh,
that.
it's because
We will
Russell's
have
still in
2
your
giveaways
offhand.
today. We're giving away a license to our incredible tool Tailspire, and then I have a module that I am giving away today. One of my favorites. I've given this away before. It's a really quick one from Sword and
And then if
Sorcery.
I do-
It's a fun module. This is designed for 4th to 6th level characters.
Because
It's
you
called the
missed.
Siege of
You don't get
Durgam's
it.
Folly. If you haven't
sorry.
seen this before, it's a really fun little module from
edit
Sword and
this. It's only
Sorcery,
+2.
and this will be our giveaway also today, in addition to the Tailspire licenses. Music is good.
Okay, so it's
Everything
plus
else is
8 to
good, I
whatever you
assume it
rolled,
must
so
be.
that'd be a
So
17.
17.
17.
And we haven't opened up the giveaway yet, so 17 to hit. He can see you now. You're facing him. That misses.
Really? This
yes.
massive
Dude,
guy has more than 17
He's got a super thick hide. His hide is.
Seems like all these guys got
heavy.
big, thick hides. These guys.
Thomas, it's unbecoming to
This
whine.
is the guy who said a 19 armor class was easy.
A 19 DC.
Well,
Easy.
yeah, I mean, like, all right. So as you leap forward, you do actually make an
would
acrobatics
never
check
whine,
as well.
John.
Because I'm teasing. Acrobatics check because you're trying to
I
land
would.
on him.
John.
I only drink.
18.
18 on the die. Oh, okay, all right. So you actually do land on him.
Yeah,
You
that's
land on-
awesome.
but
I'm
as
still
you
bleeding.
hit, your dagger it goes across his hide. You couldn't get your full. The way you hit landed. Boom. Yes.
He's bleeding and he's on fire too, right?
No, he's not on fire.
Flammable things are set on fire. I don't think that that's technically dealing damage to him.
No.
but his
Maybe he's
clothes
just
are a
naked
little.
now.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty much naked anyway. I mean, he's lost his
That's
hair,
so
but
cool.
he's going to bleed 3
Okay.
per round, which gives him another.
Can my snake? Can I put my snake on him?
Make your
You
snake
can't-
bite him.
Justice, go!
Well, so this is so you threw, you leaped, you land, you swung.
But
I
does
mean,
my-
you could tell him to do that, but he won't get an attack this round.
Okay.
So what do you want him to?
Justice, do your thing.
All right, as you say that, you
Then he
feel.
got a Pokemon.
Justice, I
every
choose
time- Every time
Justice will be served.
Justice isn't blind.
But you're gonna be.
Every time you have felt justice leave your hair,
Yes.
it's been a slow uncoil. This is the first time you feel a spring. There's a.
Then could it dive with her
actually
as she's-
yanks? It actually, well, because you gave the command kind of as you're hitting, you feel like yank your hair almost painfully as it's pulling so fast out of the curls of your hair, and that is your round. All right, who's next? I'm gonna give this. Oh, we got so many people here. We don't need to go in order. We'll just do open initiative for you guys.
I think as like, I don't know which would come first, but we've got all of the shadow animals that have just stepped
Yep.
into being. I think Dahlia would just kind of like point them towards the door and just like with the dragon face, like just sort of gesture towards it of like, go crazy, have fun.
Okay, there are 5 of them pouring forth through the door. There are 2 wolves. There is a shadow badger. Go ahead.
Ooh, yeah,
is
badger.
is the wolf the same?
One
the
of them.
one.
Yeah.
Could Dahlia, if she recognizes it in that moment, in Sylvan, just go to him?
Oh.
To go to Throg.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, you
call.
absolutely could. All right. So, and I'm going to have to track those separately because, shockingly enough, I don't have shadowy miniatures.
You can just grab something like a horse or
it's
whatever.
okay. I don't want to clutter the
Just
table
fair.
anymore.
6
but-
horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as they rush in, there are 2 wolves, 1 badger, 1 bear, and 1 fox.
Oh, man.
They come
That's a
rushing
great
through.
crew.
So are you going to have them engage all but the one you called the orc at the front door there? or?
I think 2 of your choice to the ones at the door, and then 3 kind of further back.
To get into these guys.
Bear, I would like to maybe try to go
Take
for
down the giant, yeah.
if that's possible.
Okay.
I really can't
So
control them
yeah,
at a
so
certain
we're gonna
point, but
so you're gonna roll animal handling. See
Okay.
if you. I mean, I'm gonna give you the one wolf that had affinity with Throg.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
hears and will do. The rest may just go as they wish.
yeah, I'm totally fine with them.
You have to
going
roll
hog
this one.
wild. Thank you.
It's Fey Flowers.
12.
Okay. The fox squirts through and begins to gnaw at the
All right.
leg.
What does
of
it do?
No,
this
I mean,
one.
I'm okay with it. I
The
just don't
wolf,
like it.
the wolf does the same. The first one that he's running straight toward Throg. He
Okay.
will not get there this round, but he will get there next round.
Great.
The bear and all the remainder, they fall on this guy all at once.
Great. That's awesome.
Roar.
And as they tear at him with their shadowy teeth, that is a miss. That is for the second wolf. The badger also misses.
Why does it have to be like this with these on
The bear hits.
That's good.
The fox hits, and the bear gets a second attack.
Oh, great.
20.
Second attack misses. All right, so damage. The bear tears into him with these whispers of shade teeth, and ouch, that hurt.
Yeah,
He
bears aren't nice.
Yeah, not nice. He rips a huge chunk of flesh off. The fox.
What do they have, like
What does the fox do?
18, 19, 20?
18.
So
Hopefully they all have that much.
Oh yeah, so he screams. He's tattered, but he has not fallen. But he is in really, really bad shape. All right, who goes next?
Dahlia will go ahead and step into this space.
Through the main gate.
Yeah, through the main gate, and will just
Oh no!
I think those doors are open.
kind of run forward with her sword, try to stab it through, and try to just bite at the neck of the first person she sees.
Okay.
I'm not
all right.
good at
Well,
it.
there's
You might take
there's
him out with your sword.
there's a huge orc standing right there in the doorway. So let me pull this back. So as you rush through, he's right there in front of you.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's right here. Mad Chatter's on the screen.
Let Let me do all my addition.
Pardon my little thing.
First one is a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both hit. Wait, hold on. Wait. So on that guy, double check. Yes, that just hits.
Great. That's perfect.
So
That's beep bop boop.
what's the bite? Yeah.
Another d6 if I can find one.
Right there. Yeah.
Okay. Let me crunch some more numbers. I keep opening the wrong thing. Guys, if
not
you've
the
ever
nerves.
played D&D while you're anxious, I don't recommend it. Try to be chill about it.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, wait, we didn't even add your -4 on your attacks from the sorrow.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
She didn't even
they
hit.
all missed.
I know, but
But it's good to remember. It's important
Is
to
there any
remember.
particular duration to the
yeah,
sorrow?
same thing. It's a D4. So for you, it's 2 rounds also. So you have one more.
First is 18 damage, as I just
All right.
stab
Well, yeah, I
the
mean,
sword
tell me what
through.
that looks like.
Oh, I
These
think
regular guys have 18 hit points. So.
Dahlia just runs in, kind of like the sword held up here, like she's almost jousting, and just plunges it straight through him. And I think like just carries into the ground, and then like snaps her head back up, and I think will just sort of bite into like whatever flesh she can find.
Get that thigh.
The next one coming through?
Yeah.
All right, so this one is one of the chieftains. I'll show him on the camera here.
He's got plenty of thigh meat for me to bite onto.
He's a pretty bad
Thunder
guy.
thighs, you might
Yeah.
even say.
And he comes through. He's got a sword in one hand, shaved head,
The bite of
a
Ace.
ball and chain hanging from the other. He lets out a scream as he
How much
comes
does that
face
one
to
do?
face with
That
you.
was 13 damage.
Okay.
As I just
All right.
Yummy.
so-
and then I think I like look up at him very eagerly, and I kind of get back
With your
to my
weird
feet.
flower
Yeah, so
dragon
your
face.
your snapdragon face, and so you bite in, you feel the blood surge into your mouth. He lets out a cry. Mila.
Mila is going to step sort of behind Dahlia, trying to give that support, and as she's like slicing down, gets a view of the tree.
Of the Willow King.
And
Oh, of the tree.
there is pure fury that bursts through her veins of the depravity, of the lack of empathy, people being strung up there like they are absolutely nothing. And a pulse echoes out from her, what could be described as divine wrath within 30 feet. And all of their weapons of the friends that are trying to destroy everything that this place was and stood for are at once now aglow with righteous retribution.
Yeah.
There is fire that licks up all of them, and if they were to hit and land, there is a burst of radiant light that scorches the flesh of the target.
So they get a bonus to hit and a bonus to damage.
Bonus
It's
to
just to damage.
Oh, okay, just to damage.
And as that happens and her eyes take in the tree, they whip over to the massive figure that is standing there, and all of that anger and that wrath spews forth from her mouth, and she says, Esoleris malorn estris, shildon niltraki thal soren. And I am using divine might on
Yeah,
him.
you are.
Ah, let's go!
Which is like a baby paladin smite.
Bravo. Yeah, exactly.
Baby's first smite.
Baby first
It's a
smite.
baby
So,
first
question
smite.
for you, John. That invocation that made people deal more damage is a swift action for her. Could Dahlia have dealt 2 more damage with that hit she dealt to the chieftain?
A little bit of afterburn on the
That's a
teeth.
good question. So again, because it's simultaneous, let's call it a 50-50 chance. So roll percentile dice. Did you hit this right before she hit or right after she hit?
To be fair, she did the sword hit first and
It was
the
the
bite
sword
second.
hit
Yeah.
where that
That's
exploded.
true. That's true.
Then the
Then
bite.
it was
yes, that's fair.
great.
So that makes it 15.
So 2 more damage on him.
15.
Yeah.
And then
points of
after she
damage.
had bit
Heck
on
yeah.
is when
that's right.
that
you
is set.
felt this like surge come from behind you of divine power. You
Yeah.
bit deeper into the flesh. You feel your teeth scrape against the femur of
Yeah.
this orc.
Oh
And I think
no!
Dahlia feels that like heat coming from her mouth, and she's like, "That's not from there." And I think like the eyes kind of like oscillate backwards in the head, and like looking at Mila, and
You
one
see
of
her
them,
eyes
like,
are
clank,
trained.
like, just like winks, and it's just the worst sound.
Terrible. But her eyes are trained on him.
Yeah.
And what I did say for the common
Yes,
tongue,
that was so good.
that was in Celestial. As the sun banishes the night, so shall the darkness be vanquished by Lehezi's light. And her hand is gripped tightly on the mace. And I think that is all I can do, because that was a swift action to do Divine Might. That was a little bit of movement, and that was my action to do the
Is
invocation.
that on the silvered mace that you now have?
Yes. Which is now alight
You
with flame.
apparently have shattered Pat Draws. You raised your voice. He is like, what have we done to you?
There's been a lot
There
What has been done to us? This.
This is what it is. All right, so
Dranik,
yes.
I think, would also maybe.
Dranik's
there.
gonna. So
He already
you're
hit-
clogging the doorway. So
He already hit the giant before with the
Right.
spear. He might try to do that again.
So where
can get
was
it
he?
out.
Because I have
He
him
was
here.
like.
He's right by the door.
Yeah.
So was he in? But he not. He. I mean, he's gonna have to throw over your head. The giant has moved. The giant was here. That was open.
He could
doesn't-
also just throw it at the guy that I'm fighting.
Yeah, I mean he could, which is still it's into friendly fire area. So if he misses, it could hit you. I'll let you guys control what Dranik does.
Does he not have?
Could
How
also
wide is
throw
that
for
door?
that guy
Just
up
out of
there.
curiosity.
The doorway is.
Does he have no way to just squeeze
Well,
in
it
at all?
has to be big enough
I mean,
for at
he-
least the giant to get through, right?
Maybe not.
No, the giant did not go through the door.
Oh, I guess he could climb over,
Yeah,
yeah.
he climbed over the top.
There's also.
Yeah.
Would you have moved in further?
She can't. You move and then your movement's done.
okay, yeah.
Doesn't work like 5e.
Pathfinder, come on!
Try to throw at this guy who's over here.
He'd have to go underneath his legs and he would have to move pretty far around to do it. Is there no room for him to get through the door is basically what I'm asking.
No, he can, but anytime you're squeezing past, so let me pull this back up on the camera for the viewers. Anytime you're
something,
squeezing
that's
past, there's a chance that you are going to take damage and or bump and interfere with the other party.
I think that no matter what he's about to do, it's going to potentially interfere with someone.
So you're going to have him try to squeeze past.
I think I'd rather him get inside, right? Than
Yeah.
throw
Okay,
stuff from outside.
let's make this
Yeah.
quick.
He tries to squeeze in.
So
Yeah.
he's going to try to squeeze through. All right. And he does. That's a 19 on the
Great
die.
work, babe.
He manages to slip through.
Get that
Yeah,
chieftain
so
too.
actually, because he was moving this way. Whoops, I keep blocking the camera. Go ahead and put this guy next to him on the other side of Dahlia. Yeah, right there. So he slips through. He'll get an attack.
Could he get to a flanking position on him on the other side even?
Not this. Well, now Tent's back there. I'm gonna say no.
Great.
I mean, he doesn't have
fine.
room to get there.
Might as well.
All right, so attack. Yeah, good question. 4. That's a miss. So he thrusts forward with the spear. It goes off a huge cuirass that's of deep, dark leather. Then scrapes off of it, doing no damage. Now let's go to.
We've got Rosia,
Rosia. Rosia.
Noah, and Ashsap.
What is Rosia doing?
Maybe just trying to vine whip this guy.
This one right here?
Yeah. I like
Just
that idea.
pull him over the same way.
Okay, yeah, she can do that.
Question, if she does this, will she have another vine whip to use?
She had 3 for the day, so she's already used 2. She has
2.
1
One
remaining.
more. Good. Perfect. That's all we need.
I thought Rosie has only used 1 because she spent her first turn bringing people down.
Yeah.
Nilla's
No,
the one
didn't
who's
she
used
miss
2.
one? She missed her first
She
one.
missed the first one on the mage.
She did one that she missed.
we were
the
trying to
first
hit this
time.
one, but she
He
missed.
made the reflex save. The second one she got, so this would be the 3rd time.
Noted.
And he's got to make that reflex check. You see a vine snap out of her hand. He does not make it.
Great.
Yank. She rips him off the wall. He will take falling damage.
Into ash sap, basically.
Oh no, he didn't fall.
Stomp it.
Yeah, and actually, yeah, that's, I mean, true. He's going to fall right into Ash Sap's arms.
ash sap can finally crunch.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Clap, clap, clap.
there is really no point in making a roll here. He gets snapped off. He falls off the wall, yanked by the vine, right into the outstretched arm of Ash Sap. This kind, benign face twists into a snarl, and suddenly there's a pop, 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 crunch, squish, pluck, as
Beautiful.
Good noises.
Time for the soil.
Good
that
noises.
Yes, it is. He is absolutely. I spit all over my computer. Yes.
Maybe should Nella just go hop on ash sap and see if they can.
Yeah,
work
could she
together?
climb onto Ashsap?
Oh yeah, easily.
Great.
Could Rosia make her way towards them?
She doesn't have any movement. but
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Does
she's.
she cast
Well,
that spell?
could she
but-
have moved first?
Well,
and
she
then
could have. No,
cast
she
the
can
spell?
cast and move, or move and cast. But
Yeah.
w-
She
no,
probably
but no,
can't
but not
climb.
with
That's
because it's a
fine.
tethering spell where she's pulling.
Got it.
She's remaining
Yeah.
in
Great.
place.
Got
she
it.
can't make that move. But
Totally
normally
fine.
she would have movement.
So you,
after that.
the one person we are forgetting is Fritz,
Yep.
who is on.
Click's
Click.
shoulder.
Yes.
Never mind.
What Click, who isn't maybe Click right now, does is it curled up into that fetal position balls. I don't want to fight, please, 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 don't make me fight. But Fritz can do whatever he likes. I imagine he would probably go for the mage before he would go for the melee guy, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he tries to get the melee guy off of Click so that the mage is the only one focusing on him.
Fritz.
He's gonna. I imagine he just try and pull focus off of Click.
Yeah, I mean you're assuming a level of reason and rationality, which Fritz is not in possession of right now. He is in blind rage. He is in suicide mode. He stands on top of Click's head. He pulls out his bow with his curled, crippled wing behind him. As he pulls the bow back, he stares full-faced into the orc standing right in front of him, which would be, in this case, the mage. And he says, "Which one of you is it? Which one of you? Who put her on the stake? My Tipsy! Who was it? You! You!" Boom, boom. He throws 2 arrows at him.
Yes, sir.
Get him.
Shoot him in the eye.
That is a hit.
Good.
And that is a miss.
Blind.
Thunk. 1 little pixie arrow hits, doing a D4.
A lot of magic behind that, though.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
All right, so
If it hits him in his eye,
that would be a crit, but no, he didn't crit him. But yeah, good. All right, so
Gotta ask.
hit him in
3.
the eye.
All right, thunk. The mage looks at it. All right, and who among you has not gone yet? Is that
Ash
everyone?
Sap has not technically.
Oh,
well,
yeah, no,
I guess-
Ash Sap is not gone. So Ash Sap, he is determined to push in and crunch this wall. So
Yeah.
he's already done some. He's going to and push against the wall. This won't take much. Oh, easily. He collapses this far wall. It crushes this. Go ahead and remove it. Leans up against this one, dents in the roof, which now you note has smoke. Like
Blowing
huge
out of it.
plumes. Like there's a little bit before there are plumes of smoke coming out of it now. As that wall falls, that guy's got to make a reflex check. Like set. He makes it. He actually leaps out from the wall. He makes the reflex check. He wins the lottery and goes face to face with Ash Sap. Please move Ash Sap forward.
Ash
He
Sap's
gets a few
hands
feet.
are covered in blood. Hi.
More than blood. He's got
Viscera,
entrails hanging
yeah.
from his hands as he steps through.
That's gnarly. I love that.
He's got those 2 at his feet.
So gentle, so slow. Just
I will crush you. It's not exactly intimidating when it comes that slow, but his hands are
But
moving
there's
much
entrails
faster.
on his hands.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
pretty intimidating.
Okay, so
That would scare the crap out of me.
now it is their turn. Is it not?
no.
I believe
It
it is.
doesn't have to be.
I believe it is.
Hey,
All right.
did anything happen
And
with
now-
the tree at all?
What's that?
Did anything happen with the tree at all?
The
No.
dryads. That
No,
were
no. The
arrested.
dryads are no. I mean, they're. Well, you'll
Can't hurt to
understand.
ask.
You'll understand more later.
Yeah, maybe.
If we're alive.
Let's start
No.
with the Willow King.
I
And
knew you'd
what
say
he
that.
does. As he looks up, his flesh so white as to be painful to look at. It both reflects.
Probably good that it's nighttime.
It both reflects and seems to repel the moonlight in some strange friction it has with the laws of nature. Its gaze moves impassively around you. There is no rage. There's not even a sense of malevolence. There is simply sorrow and the desire to create sorrow. He dips his head, holds out this long-fingered, pallid hand, and blows. As he does so, in a V direction, 30 feet. All right, so that is going to hit these guys, which won't matter. It's going to hit him, him. One of his names, you recall, was the
Grave
Grave Lord.
Indeed.
You see this half-orc, his broken body, his broken joints come to life. He staggers now in undeath and you see the half giant here, or the giant rather. You see even Daisy, as you're clinging to his arms, you see your flowers drop out of his skin as he is healed. And the Grave Lord Willow King turns. He will take no movement, but you see he takes a step in this direction. And that will be his action. All right. Now. Got very quiet at this table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John. I wonder why. I wonder if it's like you did something that's a big bummer. Like, I wonder if maybe that's... Maybe...
He is the Grave Lord. He is...
Yeah, man.
This is like, you guys are not playing here. I mean... Never mind. I won't ask questions that give hints. Throg is here with the Bloody Nine. The Bloody Nine, wasting no time with grappling, takes that massive Morning Star that he has, brings it over the top, and that is a miss. That's a 3 on the die. Yes, that's a miss, barely. The second attack, 4 by 1, missed. So Throg, even as he comes up,
75%
Throg is in this rage now, but even in the rage, he is self-preservational. He may not be discriminating of who he attacks, but he realizes attacks that are coming on him. He bats away the blows. The other 2 orcs are still hounding him from either side, and they're going to attack. That guy has not nearly as big a bonus, but that actually is a hit. And
can that other
guy,
orc get to him through the rubble of that fallen tower right there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm calling that difficult terrain, which would double the movement pace, but that's only
even
like
then
an 8 foot. Yeah, that's not a hard step for him to make, and that fell last round. So he's basically, I mean, he's stepping over a beam that's about this big. You know, that's not going to stop somebody from.
I gotta ask.
I love the questions. They're good questions.
Love the hustle.
Throg does take 2 blows from this, and these are not particularly tough guys, but still, he takes 2 cuts. 1 to the side, 1 to the thigh. He's bleeding now. Without the healing that he received from Mila, he would be in very, very bad shape indeed. The half giant, or the giant rather.
Yeah, my snake's on him.
What's that?
My snake's
Yeah, but that'll be.
gonna bite
But you are on his back. You're not easy to hit.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, she's not on his back. She's
On
on his
his arm.
shoulder. She leaped forward.
Well,
She
I'm gonna
grabbed
get
onto
him
his
in his
shoulder.
neck.
Well, kind of not. So he's.
Oh,
he takes a massive fist and goes to grab you off of his arm. This is going to be a grapple. What is your CMD? Man, trust
Not
me.
too
bad. I'm a ninja.
His CMD is very, very good.
Do you still have the 50%?
CMB
Is that
or
a thing
CMD?
that
Your
helps?
CMD.
18.
Interesting.
18. All right.
How does
so,
concealment work against these sort of
Grapple.
checks?
It wouldn't, because
it's
he can
blur.
feel her. But he can feel her. Like, she's on his
I climb
body.
around his back and get on
So
his
there's no. I mean, even if he could have his head turned, he knows where she's at. She's literally connected.
Okay,
to
well,
him.
I feel him, so I go onto his back.
He reaches over, and I'll make the roll. Okay, so your CMD is 18.
Attack of opportunity for the grapple?
It does normally provoke that. Yeah, I think would he? He doesn't have improved grapple. He's not trained. Yes, so you can get a stab in
Good.
as he's doing this. You see his hand coming over.
Now, John,
And yes,
because she's on his back.
no, she's not on his back.
I'm on his
she's
shoulder.
on his front shoulder.
Is she standing?
No, she leapt up.
Oh, she's hugging him.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, because
I imagine she was dancing on his shoulder.
No. He was facing the wall when she jumped off. She landed. She grabbed onto his shoulder. So she's kind of like connected to his arm, right here in his shoulder. Like what I did with the mini is literally. You probably can't
Would
see
you
that
say that
Yeah.
maybe his dexterity bonus might be denied to his AC because she's right
Oh,
there
of course.
on
He gets
him?
no dex bonus to AC. Of course.
Great. Means you get to sneak attack him if you hit.
Do I get to roll?
You do?
Yes.
Come on, please don't fail me.
Don't throw the dice if it does. Good
10.
roll.
Not bad. Plus 8.
And what's your bonus?
Oh,
Plus 8. 18, and he's denied dex to his AC.
His
no
his
dex.
dex bonus is only +1. His AC is 20. That's a 19. You need it on the die.
John.
Why has he got 20
I mean,
AC?
this is getting stupid.
It's the thickness of his hide.
Keep saying the thickness of the hide.
Yeah.
I'm only going to give you that so many times.
His eyeball is not
He has
too
a
thick.
he has a +1 to dex. So where else would it come from?
True, but
It's like
big.
he's wearing armor.
But bigger creatures have less AC. That's also
Well, no, but only related to Dex and like. So the point is like you can hit, you can swing. She is on his shoulder, grasping for her life, swinging down.
So-
her dagger, it hits, but it
Attack
does
of
not
opportunity,
penetrate.
does
the
that decrease his by anything?
No.
No. All right.
Increase mine by
So he what?
Increase mine by anything.
No, but he needs. So you have a CMD of 18. He needs a 6 to grapple you, and I am going to still save
Oh!
my.
Wait!
What?
I have a +1 from haste.
Oh!
Oh yeah, you
Plus 1 to hit from haste.
You didn't turn on haste on your thing. Haste
You
actually
get-
gives you a +2 to hit.
Then
you
you
need to
hit.
turn that condition
Then you
on.
hit. Then you hit.
Oh, why did we forget about that?
There
Thank you, Garrett!
Oh, Daisy Bell, yes.
you, the spirit of Daisy
oh,
Bell.
Garrett, let's go, Garrett.
Oh,
Jesus.
he's saving
hit.
lives. He is
So
saving lives.
Roll some dice.
Roll a lot of dice.
What do I roll?
The sneak attack and the regular damage from the Shade Blade,
What do I
which I think is a D4, and then
Yeah.
however many 3d6.
3D4 plus 3D6.
Oh, yes.
Plus your dex model.
I have the
Okay.
character sheet on my phone right now. Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you.
Garrett's essentially sitting there.
You're a lifesaver.
Garrett is
sir.
helping.
All right, I'm gonna roll these.
Garrett from VP.
Garrett
I
is my
agree.
co-pilot.
Are you using your?
That's
Garrett
a
is my
1.
co-pilot.
Okay.
Damage is
Then
damage.
3d6. Woo!
6, 11.
11 points total.
Yeah.
Plus
Add your
one.
dex modifier to it, and then it's a +2 weapon.
My gosh, how do you remember
All right, so it's
all
13,
this?
and then your dex modifier is plus 3.
And then bleed.
So, all right, 16.
More bleed.
It'll be
And
3
then,
more.
yeah, well, no,
3,
the bleed is stopped.
but now it's
With
bleeding
the blow
again.
of the Willow King and the healing.
But now it's bleeding again.
The bleeding of now it's bleeding again.
Yep.
Yes.
Because any
Yes.
hit point healing stops bleed. So it stops bleeding, but now it's bleeding again. because
Okay.
you just
Okay.
died.
All right.
He's bleeding. He's
As a
not
fun
bleeding.
fact.
He
Thank
reaches
you
over.
so much,
He
Garrett.
reaches over to
I
grab
full
you.
rage also.
Based on taking
Oh,
the damage,
because you-
all he
Unless you
needs is
don't do
6. I'm gonna say he
Or
takes a
what?
-2 on this, so I need an 8 on the die to grapple you.
Okay. Not terrible.
Acceleration of form.
16. You feel as you dig your dagger in, you feel
Yeah,
boom.
there you go.
A massive hand grabs you, and the
I
next
turned
thing
on
you know,
acceleration of
your
form.
feet are dangling in the air, and he is holding you. Now you're not pinned, but he's got you grappled, pulled
Where's-
away from his body in his hand.
But Justice is on his body.
Justice is on. When that comes to next round, he'll get his attack.
Justice will be served.
All right, the one on you. Quickly, Cameron. Let's accelerate this pace
Yep.
of combat here. That is a hit.
17.
Yeah, I rolled an 18 on the die,
Give me that
plus his
damage.
bonuses. All right, so that is 9 points of damage that you take.
Got it.
He did not get caught in the. He was away. So he's gonna turn, and that's 10, 20. This will be the last one that can. But yeah, he can take that step. He can get an attack in.
Sure.
That clogs things up. Nothing more can happen there. He's gonna step forward. He will not get an attack because he's not gonna swing at Daisy Bell.
Is this also very much so on fire?
That far wall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that wall
This
is-
wall's on fire.
The one
and
that
this
that
wall-
guy's standing on.
Yeah. This one is burning heavily.
Yeah.
In fact, the flames are licking up over the
that guy
top.
back up.
It's going to become you will not be able to stand there. Wait, no. Where was
He was on the other side.
No, he was farther away.
yeah. He will not be able to stand
all the
there,
way over there.
by the next round. And this one is starting to flame up quite aggressively already. All right. So he attacks Dahlia. And your AC, Dahlia?
17.
17, yeah. That's a 16 on the die. That's a hit. But he's only a D6 plus 1. Oh, well, 5 plus 1. You take 6 points of damage
All right.
as
Mage
he
is about to
stabs
fall.
a sword into your thigh.
Where?
Mage is about to
And
fall
yeah,
off
the
of that
mage,
platform.
actually, so he sees Dahlia on the half giant.
Or Daisy.
Daisy, oh my God, I'm gonna get this right one of these days. Daisy Bell on the half giant.
He's
and
only got so many spells left.
he
I'm sure of it.
unleashes a magic missile.
Who does?
Which is just damage.
The mage who's flying near
All
you.
right. So you take 3.
Yeah, he doesn't have to roll to hit with magic missile. It just
Yeah.
hits you. It's a good spell.
You take
That's why
10
Hellcat.
points of damage as energy burns into your body.
Now that sounded like a bird call.
It did sound like a bird call. Yes, it did.
Finally.
All right, and
No, wrong.
That concludes the round. We go to initiative.
Which is you again.
And look, we're not moving too slow. For this size of combat, we're moving pretty quickly through this. I have a 5 on the die.
I also have a 5 on
All
the
right,
die.
here we go. Let's roll again. I have a 2 on the
I
die.
have a 5 on the die.
All right, you have initiative. That was an important one. All right,
man.
let's start with you, Daisy. You're-
Snake!
Okay, let's start. All right, so Justice. Roll to hit with Justice.
Okay.
What is Justice's plus?
He's got a +2 to hit. It's
Just
not that great.
throwing.
But
Throwing
if
stuff.
he has a coil chance, it goes up.
Also, does the giant see him?
10.
No, the giant doesn't
Or
see him
it's
at all.
8 plus
Maybe they're all just a
It's an
2.
8 + 2, 10.
A thick hide.
So he's being he's being jostled. Yeah, the first blow, he gets into
that's what I
the
was-
hide.
sadness or something.
He's not able to get enough penetration to inject the poison into the subcutaneous area where the blood would carry it, but he can try again. He's there, and he can actually now this round you see he begins to coil around the giant's neck. When he has the coil, now his attack
go.
bonuses go way up.
Let's go.
All right, so now Daisy Bell, what are you doing?
Okay, well, he's got me up, right?
Yeah, you're dangling from his hand. He's holding you
Keep
out.
stabbing her. Right at the wrist. Sever that hand, baby.
All right, I'm gonna take that dagger and
Just gonna start cutting at his hand.
I'm gonna try to slice his wrist.
Get any of them.
Okay,
Cut
all right.
any of the body that
Now,
you can.
so you are at a minus to hit because you're grappled. But go
Of
ahead.
course
fine.
I am.
Do you want to use any key points?
Yes, I want to use key points.
If you spend 1 key point, you can attack 3 times this round.
All right, we're gonna take that attack.
What? Why are you looking at me?
I'm trying to like.
Because she spent 1 last round to get haste.
Are you the one that has the dagger too?
Yeah, John, I am. Yes, John, I am.
How a game switches so fast?
Yes, you're telling me, bud.
How it switches.
We've got
so
some
fast.
options.
Yes.
So you don't worry your pretty little
Okay.
head about
Spend
it.
2 key points.
I mean, unless you want to be
Spend 2 key
nice.
points.
We'll,
No, I don't
we'll
wanna-
take
I want to be
niceness.
fair. I want to be
Right.
so fair it's painful.
But you get to make 3 attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna
Or
make
full modifier.
3 attacks.
Minus-
Okay. Roll
Minus what to hit? John will.
hit. -2 to hit.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
So plus 6 to your attack roll instead of +8.
And he
12.
so you need and you still have haste.
That. So it would
I
actually
did-
just be flat +8 then.
Yeah, it's
I added
so it's
it
a flat +8. You
for
need
The
to
minus
hit
2
a
and the
19.
+2.
You also have your nightshade,
Okay.
which I assume you just coded a lot of these. in.
17. That
That hits. Yep. That hits.
Roll
Come
1
on,
more.
give me another one. 14 plus 8.
That hits.
Hey!
Yeah.
All right, you
Nice.
stab your dagger, thump, thump, twice. This has nightshade on it?
Yes.
All right, and this was the nightshade you received from Fauna,
Fauna,
correct?
yeah.
This is the good
All right,
stuff.
so he's going to make 2 saves. Now, he's got a good fortitude, but this is not an easy save. And this is still at the point of somnolence of various degrees. It's not to the point of
He's a
killing.
giant.
It gets
Looking
better
that
and better.
one up.
So
Don't know what that one means.
Sleepy.
Sleepy. He's sleepy. So
Sleepy.
it creates a sense of slumber, a sense of. All right, so it's going to be DC 14,
Specifically.
and he's got a +6 to his fortitude checks.
Camera lag as well on us.
And all right,
So much
on
things to
just
keep
yours,
track
or
of.
all right. Thank you, all of you mad chatters. This is a battle royale we're facing here.
I feel so useless.
Where are we dropping, boys? Don't. You are probably the most
All right, here we
useful
go.
person on this
And
battlefield.
the first one,
Oh, you feel useless.
he makes the save on the first. He would have made it no matter what. It was a 19.
Fair.
On the second save,
I've rolled 2 critical nat ones
a
on
19
some of the
and an
biggest
18.
events. that
But you still do
occur in this
damage.
fight.
Give me the damage. Give me the damage.
Makes for a
Roll
good
your damage.
story.
You hit him twice.
What do I damage
Sure.
with?
I'll give you that. I
So
guess.
it's a dagger.
feels
So it's
bad. It
D4
feels really
plus
bad.
2.
Oh,
So
two.
sorry. But
1 plus 2, 3.
Okay, and roll again.
Roll again.
Do the same thing.
3. Oh, 3.
Plus 2, 5. All right, so a total of 8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look.
Still
I mean,
bleeding.
he was healed and he's hurting again. I mean, you've gotten him a couple of good times. There's blood streaming, slick on his hand, but you are still dangling about 10 feet in the air. Let's go to Dahlia.
I'm going
want
to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess just engage the guy that I just bit.
Okay.
I might be
And
able
I'll
to-
stab him with my sword. And if that
just
doesn't
this
take him
round.
down, then I'll
I'm
bite
Okay.
him.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
So,
Got it.
Also,
The bite is a 2, so that's not going to do
Okay.
anything.
No.
And then
I saw an opportunity.
You took it, as you should. It was very good. It was a very good opportunity.
Some numbers.
Sometimes a nat 1 tells as good a story as a nat 20 does.
Sometimes
17.
that happens, Thomas. What's that?
17.
The second one hits. Rolled it.
Oh,
rolled.
good.
Oh, wait, hold on.
The second
no,
one
this
isn't a fumble, is what it would be, right? Because you rolled an out.
No, that.
No,
that,
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
No,
Yes,
thought I saw
sorry.
a 1.
No, I put this down.
The
and
second
it was...
one hits.
Great.
Heck
So, the bite was the one that rolled the 2.
Oh, right.
I was
yeah.
just speaking.
Right, you told me that.
So
Okay.
the sword.
Should be +5 for my dex bonus. And
What's your dex?
What do you mean it should be +5?
Oh
I don't
my
know,
gosh,
Dr.
that's
Fett
so
said-
nasty.
Oh no.
No, she doesn't have a. She'd have to have a 20 dex to have a +5.
Oh, and the +2 dagger.
Oh,
She's
yeah, yeah,
+3
plus
dex and the
3
+2
dex, which I
dagger.
said earlier.
oh,
Plus,
okay.
yeah.
So the man takes.
Yeah.
He got hit twice,
Yeah,
right? So then 4 more
yeah, I got
damage
you.
on top of what he already took.
9 plus 2. That is
Oh, 'cause you
21
have weapon
damage
finesse?
from my sword.
Wait,
Yes, she has weapon
wait,
finesse.
that's to attack though, not damage.
There is one called Deadly Agility. It's a whole
Oh,
separate
she's got.
feat that you
Okay,
also have to
gotcha.
take.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
21 damage.
21
you
damage
said?
from the sword.
Tell me what that looks like.
I
you,
think
you wrecking crew, you one-woman wrecking crew.
Dahlia
this is giving me
lifts
life.
up like blood from the jowls,
I could
and then just like
You're doing incredible.
will just slash through the head,
Just did
like
so
or through
much
the neck,
damage.
Hey,
and
Jenny,
then just
tell me about
I
it.
think kind of look forward. I think for the first time, kind of acknowledging the Willow King. Because I think this would be the first time that she'd actually be paying attention to anything.
Okay.
Because there are less targets right around her for
Right.
the first time.
All right, as you look up, you see the chaos of the battlefield. One palisade wall fallen over, ash sap crashing through. You see the fallen tower, blood and bodies. Now these broken forms that have stood up and start shambling towards you as undead. You hear Daisy screaming curses and imprecations as she stabs at the arm of this giant. You hear Throg and Bloody Nine, and as the two of them are engaged, what you can't help but feel is how close the tone of their voices is. You can hear even through the screams and peals of the air, father and son, locked in mortal combat, and they are both berserk. Bloody Nine has gone berserk. This is where his reputation came from. Throg has gone berserk. They are screaming and flailing at each other with a wanton abandon, a bloodlust which is unimaginable. And with that, I'm going to go to Throg.
I think one more thing as Dahlia is looking at the Willow King for the first time and
Yes.
hearing that pitched argumentation that only those who know the sound of its intonation know. She gets lost for a moment in the pallid white skin of the Willow King and thinks back to a moment when she was left out in the cold for, who knows, days, weeks, when she was very, very little. And I think just looks at him with that fury, and she feels it kind of pulse in her teeth of like that divine hatred and a desire to stop whatever is happening here. And I think kind of just like locks eyes with him. And you know, I think in this pitched like nonsense that's happening around here is just kind of like, go ahead, hit me, it's fine, and is just gonna start making strides towards that way.
Very nice. And you can take some movement. You're crawling over bodies. You won't get too far, but let's give you a few feet of movement.
Yeah,
And I'm
just
sorry,
to give Dranik a little bit more space too.
you can kind of clear that out and get space.
Yeah.
Yes, it was excellent, Thomas, no doubt. By the way, audio, video still good? Any delays? Anything too loud? Just let us know.
Thomas?
Yeah,
Tyria
Twitchy
is
DM.
this one.
Oh.
He tagged the
No, I was
wrong
talking to the guy in
person,
chat.
Oh.
Twitchy DM is
I'll take
Thomas,
it.
and he said Dahlia did a great job.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go to Ash Sap. Ash Sap.
Oh, we also have the animals too.
Yes. So let's resolve these things quickly. Ash Sap reaches down with two hands. He goes to snatch both of those up. Now remember, we have
Clonk.
three of the
Just put them on the palisade.
we have
Just-
three of the shadow creatures that are still attacking that one.
It's pretty good, right?
Ash Sap rolls the hit. I'm still saving my plus ones. That's
There
a
you
nat
go.
20 on his
Yes!
first roll.
Grab them.
And that's a 19 on the
Oh
second
my gosh,
roll.
a nat 20!
That is
Woo!
clear on the That's
Can
a
you just
14.
pin him, like pull his body over one of the spikes?
So I think because he hit both,
Just-
I think it makes sense. I think he picks the two of them up
Now kiss.
and he simply crushes their heads together like melons.
Turns them sideways and goes.
And there's a
big.
spray of gray jelly that comes from their nose. Their bodies go limp, and the shadow creatures sprint
Remember
off.
+2 damage.
Deep in.
Did you use +2 damage?
She didn't. The giant takes 4 more damage
Wait, for-
because
what is that for?
Mila is.
From my invocation.
Okay, yes.
So it would have been 23 damage as well,
Yeah.
but he's dead.
He's dead.
So
No, he's definitely not dead. But he's
No,
already.
talking about. Dolly.
Oh, yes. So those two, they collapse to the ground. The animals, the shadow animals move in. They're going to, let's see, so the other wolf goes in this direction. The bear, the badger, and the fox, they start crawling over trying to get to these orcs here. They will not get an attack that round, but they move in those directions, sprinting. The other wolf has just arrived here.
Way to go,
He
Shadow
will get
Wolf.
an attack this round.
Bite him.
And he bites at the Bloody Nine. He grabs a hold. The Bloody Nine has thigh-high metal boots
many-
that come up. What's that?
Kind of cute.
Kind of cute. You like that?
Look, yeah.
I knew as soon as I said
Thigh-high
thigh-high.
metal, thigh-high metal boots, okay.
They're jointed in the middle. He's not
Pop
wearing
off,
full.
wig.
He's not wearing
Yes.
full. He's not wearing full plate, but he's got good armor. The wolf tears into it, but does not penetrate the armor. Throg now is going to attack. Throg lets go of his attempt to grapple. He is going to pummel with his steel gauntlets that you guys got from the knoll. And on the
Yay.
first one, that is a miss. He hammers into his father. His father raises an arm, deflects the blow. The second one misses again. That's a 3 on the die. He misses both times. It's so difficult fighting your dad.
Well, they are both missing each other.
Yeah, exactly. They are.
Don't you
They're,
hate it when you have to fight
they
your
both
dad
are.
in front of
All right,
combat
now
every
over
night?
here. What?
he is hitting. He hears maybe. Obviously, there is blood pumping through his ears, but Askirva! Throg! And I'm gonna heal him, saying in Celestial, kill him.
Wait, to what range do you have for that?
She can move in
it's-
some.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have the bracelets. Yeah, so it doesn't
I
matter.
will move in regardless,
All right,
but
so you step inside a bit.
Come on in.
The water's warm.
It probably is from all the
Yeah,
blood.
all the-
14? 14 points of healing to Throg.
Oh, that is so helpful. Throg needed that so badly.
We still have Noah, Lizzie, and Trannick. And Fritz.
Okay, now you, Click, as you mule upon the ground,
Yeah.
whining.
I don't want to
helpless.
fight. I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me. I won't. I promise.
I thought it was 2 rounds. Aren't those that?
It'll be the end of
This is
one.
the second round.
my
This
gosh.
one, no dex, well, no. I mean, he's just gonna stab you.
Well, it's still our
It's
turn.
still our turn.
Oh, it's still. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We still
my
have
bad.
all the
All right. So
dryads.
yes.
Rozia's
So
gonna
I'm
climb
sorry,
up?
I got- Yeah.
You're
So
good, but if you want to do Fritz
Rosina
really
doesn't
quick, you
have
can
to.
do Fritz because he hasn't taken his turn.
She can just
let's
walk in.
actually let's do Fritz. So Fritz.
Okay.
I like these orcs just stabbing this crying, horrible
Fritz,
man.
Fritz has. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
Why
what
wouldn't
they.
they?
They're orcs. That's what they do. Fritz.
No, I just love it.
Fritz can help Click. Fritz is not berserk, but he is full of battle lust.
I mean, he hears Click
Yeah,
crying
well,
out.
and he also knows like you're surrounded. I'm gonna give this a 40% chance that he will use his magic to aid Click.
Ooh, magic.
He's a pixie. He's got some
Let's
magic.
go.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Magic.
pick,
He can use his magic to aid
faith,
Click.
trust, and pixie dust.
Or is 60% chance he will continue to just attack and rage. So a 40 or lower, he's going to use his magic to
You gotta tell
Break
us instantly.
Come on,
Tell us
Fritzy.
instantly.
Come on, Fritz.
Fritzy! Fritzy, you got this.
47 so close.
Come on.
He is overcome with his rage.
You wanted it to happen.
I did not want
You
any.
did.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have given him the option if I did not have that
Can it
interest.
just be in the 40s? I mean, that's in the 40.
That would
I
be
mean,
50-50. It's not
Yeah.
50. It was 40-60. All right.
not 50,
So
yeah.
here we go. He
It-
attacks. He attacks the mage. He hits the mage again.
Let's go.
That's another arrow.
47%.
Did
All
he
right.
roll twice for his attacks?
He does. So the first one, that's a 2 point, and on the second one, He misses. All right. The mage will have to make a concentration check. Now, it's not a lot of damage, but let's go ahead and have him make that now. With his...
Did he make one last round as well when he got hit?
No, because he'd already cast. He got hit after
Understood.
the cast. Yeah, so this time he's now been hit twice since the last cast. As he's casting, with the -2, so he needs a DC. A raw roll on this needs to be 14.
Oh, wow. Not very likely.
He rolled a 4.
Let's
so
go.
his concentration, because he got attacked twice in the
So
same
he can't
round.
cast a spell
his
on his next
concentration is broken. All right, now coming back to the party, let's go to
Nilla and Rosie are the only ones.
All right, so what would you like them to do?
and Dranik.
Oh, yes, Dranik.
All right, so
Dranik should attack the
Yeah,
guy over
Dranik's
there.
going to attack.
Go right ahead, bestie.
Well, I think he can do range. Is he going to do range or is he
I
going
think
to
he's
do
better in
melee?
melee, right?
No,
Melee.
he's typically
Yeah.
better in melee, but
Okay,
man, the
do
dice are not
melee.
with him. That's a 3 on the die. He leaps forward. This broken and healed orc bats away with a shield as Dronik's spear scrapes across it. Now let's go to...
By the way, would Ashap,
Neela.
after he attacked those two, have moved in even further? Because I imagine he now wants...
certainly. I mean, he could. Yeah, you could move him an extra good. Yeah, he can step over crunching bodies. He absolutely.
He's going for big boy.
He absolutely could be there.
Should we have Noah?
Yeah. Start the entangle the
Well, do we want to pull or do we want to?
entangle.
I
the
don't think
ground.
you want to do that yet.
Okay.
Entangle.
Why
I think
not?
you want to do that.
No.
Why not?
It's a bad
Can
idea.
can they? You said they could do entangling vines along the ground.
Yeah.
How big of an area is that?
30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
entangle that
with
whole
the
area.
little cronies
Yeah,
down there.
All these guys and the Willow.
Now, Rosia can't because she used because they're the same level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
she's out of
That's
those,
fine. But Nella can.
But Nella can. Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Then she's gonna make that whole area over there.
How far
All
can
right. So
she
she
go?
casts entangle.
I
All
want
right.
to make sure that it's like at the edge of his foot, kind of. So
Yeah,
that way
well,
if we're
and
approaching-
entangling him is, I mean, his size, his strength, it's pointless. But the orcs that are around, I mean, she's going to try not to catch Throg,
For sure.
obviously,
Yes.
correct? Right?
Yeah,
So let's just see if I can hone in on that a bit more. So as she casts into that area, they're all going to have to make reflex saves. And at her level, these would be reflex. These are tough. These are reflex save DC 16. And these orcs have no dex bonus, but they have a +1 just for raw reflex. So they each need a 15 on the die. 1. First one made his save, 16. Second one missed his save, 6. Missed his save, 11. Okay, so 3 of these, let's
Three
just
back.
pull them over here. So
Yeah.
these 3 are all entangled. This one jumps free of the vine. They're now sunk down. They were actually going to descend upon Throg. They're now out of Throg's range for
Can-
that attack. Yes.
Rosia, does she have anything fire related?
No.
Whether
No,
that
we
be
know the
Dryads
flint
don't.
and
The Dryads
steel?
had no fire.
I also don't think they would want to start any fires either.
The Dryads
I
had.
think
You
they would
hear,
be down.
but you do hear, and you see this orc leaps off, hits the ground. He's going to take damage. That's 20 feet of falling damage.
What does?
He slams to the ground,
I think her just
and
getting
you
as far as
see
she can
this
is good.
Also, she
fall
can hit
over from
anyone.
fire.
There's no one near.
She could go to that orc over there.
Yeah.
Would she have range from here
I don't know.
to get to him?
No clue.
Through like this door or something? Fire!
Oh yeah, you found them.
Hooray.
Question, John.
Mm-hmm.
With Rosia here, would she be able to get to this orc?
That would be a sprint. She would have no action at the end of that.
Okay, then I think I
She
prefer
could
her
get there,
to
but
be...
she can't take an
Yeah, just get
action.
her right there.
Yeah.
She's just in,
Okay.
but maybe hiding behind the
She
town
has like some
palisades or
sort of
something.
ability
Okay.
to do melee. I
Right.
would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They can
I think that
definitely
just
fight.
makes
I'm
sense.
just
great.
worried
So
about-
this is, Chad, I'm sorry I had the camera. So this
Increased.
wall has fallen now, unflamed. There is still flame popping up on this wall. In fact, let's put some flame that is peeking over the top here already. But this particular wall, this palisade has still got some integrity to it.
It was only one round behind the other palisade.
Right, I know, but it's definitely starting to catch here. This
Yeah.
guy has fallen over because it had
And the giant attacked it a couple of times
assume the
too.
giant actually probably hit it and you
Yeah.
had weight upon it and all that. So you get over here. This one is now burning aggressively. So what did you have, Rosie?
Rosia's just stepped
she's just
inside.
So
stepped
she's just stepped over there.
holding,
Okay.
staying.
I think
You just
Do
making
something
it light.
cool. I should put
all
some
of our
LED
animals
lights
have
in there.
gone.
What's that?
All of our animals have
No,
gone.
no, no. So
They all moved in, but they
all
didn't
moved.
do
This one
anything.
attacked. Yes, everyone has moved.
Fritz is gone.
Could
I-
Rosia throw a flying rock?
Yeah, if she's got any range attack.
I moved, but so that move. That was more than the.
From there, right? Because she was only right
So
here.
right here,
she
yeah,
was
for
like-
there. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
Great. Have her
chuck
do
a
it.
rock at.
Yeah, huh?
Question: what's the range?
Well, the problem is what's she throwing at? She can only throw at this guy.
fine.
And Dronic is standing right in front, so it's again throwing into friendly fire.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Okay,
no
okay.
way. Yeah, that would be.
That would
Could
be
she
really
potentially hit
funny.
the giant though? Because the tower might be physically
She
big,
could
but
try.
it's
I mean, she
shattered
could-
on the ground.
She could, but again, think of like strength level.
True.
By the time it got there, the bigger the rock, the more damage. The smaller the rock, the less damage. The further it is with a small rock, the less it would be annoyance. It's really not even worth rolling. Just gonna maybe distract him, but she's not gonna damage him from there.
Okay.
I think that concludes it for the party.
Then she's gonna
yeah.
just use the full to get behind cover.
Okay.
So I guess it's our turn again.
No, I don't
and
think
we'll
that's how that
go
works.
And we'll start
All right,
off.
so now
Click.
the
You're
half
back.
giant has a Daisy Bell in his hand. He drops the club that he had. You see him ball up his fist.
That's rude.
That is going to be at a plus to hit because you are grappled. So he's going to roll twice.
What
the
if I
first
kick my
one.
feet up?
Yeah, John, what if she
Oh, the first one, so you do. The first one you pick up, he actually swings a bit low, like he's trying to snap you in half. You lift your feet dexterously. I rolled a 2 on the die.
That's cute.
That was
I like
not
that.
that was not a good roll.
I have nifty ninja feet.
Yeah, you do.
But then he comes across again with a second pummeling blow, and on that
Lift
one,
my feet again. Oh gosh! Wow, thanks. you
that is
jerk.
a nat 20.
What is your deal with rolling on the screen?
I just
know.
rolled a 2
You know
on
what?
the screen.
I don't,
Cam, the
I
dice
don't,
will
I
dice.
don't want you rolling on the screen for me anymore.
No, I roll for them on the
humble
screen, you on the screen.
request.
Roll to
It's good
confirm
for
it.
the chat. Here we go. We roll to confirm. I will be generous. I will not use my pluses. Remind me, your armor class is?
Enough.
No, tell him the number.
20,000.
It's probably
A billion.
not.
It's
It's
17?
probably going to be a crit. It's probably going to be a crit.
No, it's not.
Wait, what's
that
your
a
armor
1?
class? What's your armor class? Because he's 3. He's at
17. It's 17.
17.
Do you get any other bonuses from anything you've
Haste.
Haste.
Hey.
done? Haste gives your bonus to your armor class?
Yeah.
Because a 17.
Yes, I get everything.
He has a 7. He gets a plus 12. Plus
Also-
3 is 15.
also random
Plus
thought.
2 because you're grappled. But
She does have blur up if she has haste up, which does technically give 50% concealment, and it is magical.
But again, it's like he's holding her in his hand.
that just feels like so
magical
useless
if
then.
you're
Well, yeah,
kind of
that is. If
shit
you're
and
grappled, it
it's
becomes
choking her.
useless. No, okay. But your haste. Your haste. You said you get a bonus for haste.
Yeah.
Then, so he does not crit. You manage to turn.
I'll cry.
You,
I'll start crying.
You squirm inside of his hand just enough so he catches your shoulder instead of your head. But this is still going to hurt.
How magic is that?
Oh,
But you
It's
haven't
not
been hurt.
pretty.
You haven't been hurt at all yet, right?
She
Yeah,
did.
I
She got
have a
hurt.
minus 10.
You take
Okay.
15 points of damage.
Oh, this is not.
You feel the
looking
power, and
good.
basically
okay,
there's nowhere for you to go. You are squeezed
They both
betwixt
have less
one
than
hand and a massive. This fist is almost as big as you are. Crunches. You feel your form. The only thing that spares you from having your bones cracked was the speed with which you moved to deflect the blow. What? What are we talking about over there?
Just
No.
being scared.
Oh,
That's all, John.
no,
Mila
There's
is-
something else going on there.
No,
Don't-
Mila's like grabbing Dahlia because I'm assuming sees this. It's like right in front of her.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see that.
I like that no one is worried about clicking.
They don't
we
see
don't
you.
know what's
They're
happening.
really loudly.
There's combat. They're screaming.
There
there's
is fire,
There's
there
falling
is-
timber. There's
No,
blood.
I just-
crunching.
I just
in.
love the fact that no one knows that that's happening.
No one.
No one.
fits.
No, I know, like the dramatic irony is.
Oh, yeah, right.
PC health redemption.
Woo!
What?
Health and abilities.
All right, so we'll
Which
figure out.
for key?
Yeah, you get all your key points back when that happens.
When that happens.
Not
All
right now.
yeah,
but
so when it fits in the narrative, yes. All right.
It will fit.
I think you will need
drink
to
a
use.
full bottle of Nightshade and get powered up.
I think you will need to use another key point in order to use
I got my
form again.
stick. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, you already did it. Oh, okay. Then
Okay,
you're good.
all
You're
right.
good. You're good for another
So the
round.
rest of them. Now the bloody 9. Quickly, let's resolve these so we can move this along.
I'm gonna
That's
throw
a hit.
No.
Man, he is pounding Throg. 2 more times. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Mila, you have definitely saved Throg. So Throg is now bleeding, blood from everywhere. As tough as he is, as powerful as he is facing he that sired him, has years of battle prowess, and is full, whereas Throg is 3/4. And whatever type of orc the Bloody Nine is, he is not like these orcs. He is massive, he is powerful, he is just pounding into Throg. Even as Throg is raging, and he will fight until there is nothing left of him, you see his strength is flagging. The other 2 that are surrounding, like little just pecking at the side, that one misses with a 6. And that's a nat 20 on the die.
Did that confirm?
I just double nat 20.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You
Oh,
did
wow.
that.
You did that.
You
I
did that
just
because
You
you
doubled.
keep doing it on the stupid screen. I'm
you guys-
telling you what.
I've done it with dice
No.
before.
I'm actually gonna cry.
guys.
I've had enough of the screen.
All right, that is a plus 20.
You made a character
Oh,
that
that's
you
really
love
You know
so
you could.
much.
You know you have a
you know
thing
what?
that you could
I've
use.
taken away.
You got art.
I've
I'm
taken
using a
away
minor fate
PCs.
chip.
No,
Wait, wait till wait till I roll my
Wait a minute.
percentile dice.
Do you know
We
how
can do
many
that.
20s you have rolled on
That's a
this
good
screen?
point.
To your benefit and to your detriment. I've rolled
Yeah,
them for
too many.
Throg. Hold on. Percentile
Okay.
dice.
I hate that screen.
If he's gonna die from this,
You
I'm
gotta
using
think
a
how
minor
many
fate
times- I'm
chip.
gonna load my dice. I'm gonna read up how to load dice.
If I roll 20 times per round, which I'm rolling about 20
Yeah,
times
that's
per
right.
round,
The chance.
it is like I'm going to roll at least one
Yeah,
nat
I mean,
20
I've rolled
every single round.
none.
Because you're rolling once or twice per round. I'm rolling for all of these different creatures. All right, here we go. Percentile dice. 64, that becomes an 84.
Once
Sorry we're
again,
being so
I told
brutal
you,
with
John. I
We
told you,
love as a
John.
person.
No, you guys are doing awesome. It's
We're
not.
just sad and scared.
All right, so that would be a level 12 blunt to the body.
I told you, John. I told you.
Hold on, let me see. All right, so I will tell you, Mila, if you wish to do that, you may. I've allowed fate chips to be used in that fashion, and you are not a ridiculous distance away. You're about 30 feet away. As you see the Bloody Nine, he is just battering, hammering, blow after blow. His son filled with rage for a mother that was so horribly abused. And yet his rage is not sufficient to overcome his father's raw power. As he hammers him again and again, you see Throg starting to flag to his knees. He doesn't even see this little guy sneak around behind the back. You have just the sight line across the broken tower to see it. He lifts his spear, and it's headed straight for Throg's back. It will kill him.
Her hand with the bracelet reaches up to her necklace, holding it tighter, hand shaking and pleading with Lahezi. You saved me. You saved me. You helped me heal my mother. Please, he is just trying to get the revenge. Save him, please. And using that minor fate chip to try and do anything.
For the second time in 2 days, yes.
Never mind. Continue. Second time.
The second time in 2 days, you feel the pulse of response from Lahezi. She who has been silent for so long. And there is like when you see heat rising from the desert floor, or the undulations of invisible things in the air that just create, you see that extend from your hand, and the spear is inexplicably turned aside and does not strike Throg. He does not take that hit that averts the crit. You lose that minor fate chip.
Would
Yes.
you let me use channel points that I have for Throg?
No.
Not for anyone here.
Because you're a player.
No.
It's not fair. I have all
can't-
these channel
we-
points that
we
I'm not
can't-
allowed to watch on Tuesdays.
Oh no! Oh, you mean your channel
Yes,
points?
my own
as a-
channel points.
Oh,
I know, I got a lot.
I would
No.
never use it on any of these people.
No.
It is
no.
on your NPC that
would
you've
not be
grown
right.
very fond of me.
I am very fond, but that would not be right. I can't. No,
Okay.
No. All right. So the Willow King now, who has not gone.
Amanda said she'll allow it though, John.
Yeah, she will
Amanda
have.
said okay with
The Willow
Mom
King.
said it's fine.
He steps forward
Oh no.
toward Ashstaff.
Ashsap.
Ashstaff, thank you. As he steps toward Ashstaff.
Oh, goodbye,
Let me
Ash.
change
No,
this.
he's fine. He's got this. They're about the same size.
Nah.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Size is all that matters.
The Willow Man is.
how you
like,
use
That's what you just said out loud. I'm just quoting you.
Oh, I have so many responses to that. I'll let go.
Children.
He steps forward, and he has a spell.
Oh,
Of course he does.
He is,
Bayashi.
Stop. Why are you...
by the way, as bodies are falling, as these orcs even fall, each time you see there's like a silent inhale, you see a flex of the ribs, and the essence of these fallen are being inhaled
This is good for him.
by the Willow King. He's sucking their essence in. In fact,
It's just like Tom Sorrow.
it suddenly
I think he is.
it suddenly becomes clear to you these bodies that are on that tree. There was more done to them than the physical. In fact, is this the deal? As he breathes them in, with lamentations withering, he lays a hand upon Ashsap as he comes rumbling through, and this is a very, very tough one. Here we go. Ashsap needs... He needs a 17 on the die.
You have
As the Willow
Yeah,
King,
plus-
use them.
time with time, type with type, while the Willow King, he's neither Fey, he is of the forest, but not Fey, but something else. He lays almost languidly. I'll wait till they're strategizing.
No. Do your thing. It's fine.
Almost languidly, he lays a hand upon Ashsap's outstretched arm, with the blood popping from it. That's a 4. You see Ashsap freeze in place, and suddenly the roots from his feet take place. They sink into the ground. All of the leaves on his body wither, and you hear a low groan. No! As the sentience leaves Ashsap, he becomes a withered old oak tree, motionless at the touch, and the Willow King leans over and just inhales as you see tendrils of white mist coming up from Ashsap's corpse into his nostrils. He is now a tree, no longer a treant. And with that, we're going to take our one and only break here at Blue
Yeah.
Box. Don't worry, if you're watching, no. You've only seen some small surprises. The big surprises are yet to come. Blue Box
Yeah, man,
will be
that
right
sucks.
back after the break.
This is brutal.
I didn't say they were all bad surprise. I just said surprises.
Get up.
We need to talk upstairs, you guys.
We'll kick off the giveaway after the break. Thank you, everybody.
Why does Pat keep saying to throw a towel on my shoulders?
Oh, because there was a joke. It was a meme in the. No. Here, let me go.
Oh, yes.
There was a meme in the Discord. I think it was Pat 66 or somebody else put it like,
was Pat
if
Ross.
you ever
Pat
was it, if you ever want. No, I mean I know he responded, but I couldn't. Who the
he's the
original
one who
meme was?
posted
Yeah,
the
okay.
meme, yeah.
He said, if you ever want to really have something fun when your wife is it was really angry with you, and she's mad, take a towel, throw it over her shoulders, and say, "Now you're super mad." And I said I would do it, and he said, "It's been nice knowing you."
Yeah.
We'll be right back, everyone. Don't leave. More goodness to come. Okay, you were on.
Hi there, friends. I was talking to you. And I was muted and I didn't realize it.
My fault, not hers.
We're doing our darndest.
We got another +2 to group initiative for
We're
the
doing our
players.
dangest.
No,
Really?
that's so important.
Yeah, it sure is.
I
Thanks,
need
Garrett.
that group initiative. That's a
Oh
huge.
my
That's
gosh.
and this is why I use group initiative, because even though it's not a simulation accurate method, it makes initiative so important.
It is
And it
more
also- it-
important than in any game I've ever played. in
it
this
is.
one.
And you know, it does create this sense of momentum, which
Yeah.
does have a place in the game, and also it's fun, like when you tie, and you got to roll again. Like just it's
Yeah.
a table thing as well, not just a.
Okay,
All right,
I have.
we're okay here. Let's go. We'll,
I have potential for a half action.
hang on, I'm gonna take us live on video.
I wonder if I can get.
I'm so torn between what to do, because from where Mila is right now, I think, she can see Throg. I'm pretty sure she could probably see Click as well, right? At this point?
You'd have to make a check on that. I mean, there's flames. There's so much going on, and he's laying down.
Well, like from
Hashtag-
this angle, there's like the trees kind of like
Right.
curved to the side.
Right.
And then I see Daisy, who is being absolutely pummeled by this
think-
giant.
Hashtag Blue Box RPG in the chat. Type it in. Let me make sure it's working, please.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that. That would be very cool.
Okay, stop. I'm gonna have to refresh it. It's not working. Hold on. Don't keep typing. You're gonna have to do it again. Let me refresh. This happens sometimes when the Nightbot sits up for too long. So let me do it again and paste it in. All right, try again. Hashtag Blue Box RPG. Let's try it again
We
in
have
the
a
chat.
+2 to our initiative.
Even if you just did it, do it again. There we go. Now it's working. All right, thanks, team.
We do?
Yes.
Yeah, that was super important.
Great.
All right. As we resume combat, hashtag Blue Box RPG in the chat. That will be for both the Tailspire license and for the super cool module Siege of Durgam's Folly. The party is in dire straits, and yet you, the Mad Chatters, have been good to them, and yet I still have my +10,
That's
which
so
I
great,
am
man.
going to start
I'm
using
so happy
now.
for you.
You don't seem happy.
I'm
You
not.
really don't.
I'm not. That's true.
All right, here we go, and we resume. So let's see, in the combat, I think those guys are, all right, they're resolved. Oh, he hasn't done anything. So this guy still needs to go.
He runs straight into the fire.
The mage hasn't gone yet. These two haven't gone. All right, so we're going to get back to them.
I do think that the ones at Daisy's feet did already go, if I remember correctly.
No, I said they didn't, they haven't done anything.
One of them
fell.
launched
the
off.
last round, what's
Yeah.
that?
One of them fell off when the palisade
Well, that
fell.
was
Yeah,
last
and he
round.
took damage.
I thought I remembered them doing
yeah,
something
Was
he-
that last round?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I said last round they didn't want to swing while she was in his hand.
Understood, so they're going to
remember?
go do something else.
Yeah, and so now this one has fallen. He's taken damage, but they still have an action to take.
I see.
But no, you guys keep pushing back. I don't mind at all. We can.
We got to keep
we're
each other
keeping
honest.
everyone honest here because this is a complex
We have
combat.
another +2
Very
group
com-
initiative?
Oh, that's for me though, right, Pat?
No.
Oh, thank you so much, Pat.
I like that
You're the
Pat called it a
man.
grope initiative, which
a grope initiative. Yeah, that's so Pat.
group even,
Okay, all right.
Unless
So
you need to grope.
unless you need to grope.
Grop we.
Grop we.
Grapple.
as Ash Sap stiffens, the life gone from his body, you can't help but feel a pang of sorrow for those that see it. And this is
bet he likes that.
exactly what feeds
Yeah.
as Ash Sap's life seeps out, his sentience gone. This benign, kindly creature that only wanted to avenge those of his kin made windows, doors. He is now no more. The
We'll get 'em
rest.
for you, bud. We'll get them for you.
I like Ash Sap.
Yeah, us
The
too, John.
rest, yeah. All right, so the mage.
John's lighting his own action figures on fire.
I
Just
know,
like, I'm gonna miss this guy.
I'm gonna miss this guy. I'm just picking
He's
the
my
wings
favorite
off
guy.
of him.
Yeah.
All right, so he is going to hit Daisy Bell with magic missile again.
Well, this could not be good.
You gotta fall.
Daisy
heal.
Bell,
She
you
did.
take. That's a 2. That's 3. That's 5,
Another group initiative?
and that's a 1. So that's 6 points of damage. those missiles hit you.
Definitely not going to kill you.
As you look up, you're still dangling from his hand. You see Justice is coiled around his neck, is pulling back with his fangs. He will get a strike next round.
It's not good.
Are you conscious?
These two.
Barely.
This guy is going to run at,
Thank
and
God.
he's going to attack Mila.
There's 3 of me.
Here.
Oh yeah, there's 3
Right,
Milas.
right. There's 3 Milas, so we'll roll that as well. This guy, yeah, he's going to do the same
I
thing.
will look at it.
He's damaged, but he's going to run. So those two are both going to close on Mila. There's so many minis here, it's hard to see. Let me clear this out just a bit so it's a little easier for the cameras. So here we have, if you can see, we have 2 orcs. Mila is kind of buried behind them. Dahlia is right next to her. So this whole like mess of minis here, Dahlia, Melia, all of that are
That's
there.
awesome.
All right, and they are going to attack. So we'll roll to hit first, and then we'll see if there's any
that's what
point
you should
in
be
rolling
doing, I
the.
believe, right?
So, dun, dun, dun. Did you just tell me that's what I should be doing?
No, based on how the spell works.
I'm teasing you, Dumbo. He missed anyway, and
That looked like a 1.
it was a 7.
Keep him honest.
Yeah. They both missed anyway. So they swing Mila. You're moving around. The images are
Shield.
confusing them, blurring. You've taken your. This guy. Man, he's in a pickle.
gonna
What does he
hang
do? He's gonna shoot an arrow at Dahlia. That makes the most sense. No, I mean Daisy Bell.
Gonna eat it.
He's gonna shoot an arrow at Daisy Bell because that's the only thing he has in sight line.
But he could hit his friend, yes?
Yeah, but that's like a well. Oh wait, no, because she's still on
She's
him.
still
yeah,
being
so
held.
definitely he could hit his friend.
Yeah.
But he seems to be less concerned about that than you probably are.
Yeah.
Here
That's
we go.
fine. I mean, he's got a thick hide, if we know one thing about this guy.
Thunk. He does actually hit him. Let's see if he penetrates that thick hide. He does not. So you see an arrow
Whatever.
stick out. Thunk. It does not. It does not go. It does not hit his armor class. Basically, is what
Okay.
happens. So, and have I forgotten anyone, team? Since we're
Nope.
keeping each other honest.
If we're keeping each other honest, you haven't attacked me.
Oh well, his spell was broken, so
But the melee guy
this
has
guy
not
is
attacked
going to
me.
attack you. I'm not calling you the kind of helpless which is auto death. There is a certain kind, like that happened to Rizia.
Yeah.
Because you can be
like
coup de
when you're-
grace and then you
Yeah.
basically get hit by a crit.
Yeah, you're kind of rolling
shaking,
around. You're not bound, constrained. You're just all right. So he's going to attack you. He would need very, very little to hit. 17, he hits,
It's fine. I can
and
take a hit.
he drives that blade in. You take 12 points of damage
Why?
as it crushes into your body.
Please.
And now we go to initiative.
Okay. How many am I allowed to use?
One at a time.
Why?
Well, we are using
We're
it.
using
Tell
it.
me why. All right, here we go.
Ain't
Roll.
nothing but a heart.
No, I mean, you
Tell me
Roll your
why
dice, John.
ain't nothing
4.
but a
5.
The +2 from the Mad Chatters made the difference.
You
guys
The
are
Mad
saving
Chatters made
us.
the
We
difference.
froze. Oh, never mind.
We got
were
too
just
hot,
frozen.
sorry.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
yeah.
we were just still for a long
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
Because you made a lot of
We're
noise.
very sedentary right now.
Yeah, very
We're
sedentary.
very afraid.
That's funny. All right, so who wants to go first this time? I'll let you guys choose the order of action.
Okay. John, if at any point this turn is too much, you just let me know.
What a setup. setup, yes.
I want to shenan again.
Yeah.
I would like to shenan once more.
Okay.
This person.
How would I be able to climb up Ash Sap this turn, especially if Nella was able to help me?
Well,
If
so
she shouted at her, could she vine pull
if
her up or
Nella's going to
something?
use, so you can do simultaneous action. So if you want to call out to Nella, if you want her to use one of her, she's already used one.
Yeah.
So this will be her second. She'd have one more after this because she used the entanglement. If you want her to do that, she can. Simultaneous action. That will take her attack this round.
Totally fine.
And you're basically stepping 5 feet. She pulls you up. I will allow that. Yes. Let's just say. I don't think there's really any roll appropriate to be made there. I think it's fine. So you take 2 steps forward. What do
you
you
shouting
call out to her?
anything as
What do you
you
call
do
out to
this?
her?
To anyone else too?
Mom, help me up!
Throws out a hand up towards her.
All right,
Are
and
you
you
saying
see a
anything
vine
to anyone
extend.
else?
Oh,
You are yanked up. This happens within 3 seconds. You're
up
up
at
at
the
the top.
And I think Dahlia, face to face with this thing, knows that there's one thing missing. And I think within her, and feeling that familial tie as she is pulled up, but not of one of blood, of one that she has made and spent 7 years making with this person. She feels that strong pull the weight of her up this tree from this dryad who's, I would assume, a little bit smaller than she is.
Yes.
And she feels that pull in her heart, and she just shoots out her hand sideways, and the vines that have acted as sort of bracelets unfurl themselves to show that they are just coming out of her skin.
Gross.
And it just shoots towards Click. And she just kind of looks at you, and I think deep in her throat, you just hear the word, "Help me out." And this vine just comes dashing towards you.
All right. Can I go, John? She's not done, but
yeah.
can I?
You finally get to
simultaneous
go
action.
again, Thomas.
Yes.
You're finally back in the game.
Hooray!
Okay. Click. I think that stab. What happens in this person's memory that they're in, who we might not have met yet. This older boy just comes up to him and decks him straight in the face. His face hits the ground, eyes close, come back up, and suddenly he's back in the fight and everything's fine. And he sees these vines coming at him, here's "help me," and he knows exactly what he needs to be doing. His hand almost instinctively reaches back, as if Click's hands aren't even there on it, to know exactly where the buckle buttons are, exactly the leather work that wasn't done by Click's hands, but maybe by another's, and grabs the entire sheath off of his back where the dagger is held, and he chucks it.
As the dagger turns end over end. These are magical vines. There's no check that needs to be made. They snatch it. That's a minor fate chip. So we've now used 2 minor. I didn't realize you guys had that many.
Yep.
So your minor fate chip is gone. Your minor fate chip is gone. You guys are burning all the good stuff. The vines snatch that dagger, pull it from the air.
And I think Dahlia just feels it pull right back into her hand, and she
Get him, Red!
just looks at him and just.
That was where the round will stop.
You said it took 3 seconds!
Yep.
Well, yeah, no, it's 3 seconds for her to get up there.
Just wait, John.
I have.
3 seconds to get up there.
Just wait.
Okay. But go ahead.
Can I make an attack?
She has +7.
Are you going to use your half action?
I do have a half action.
If you have a half action, you may use it.
I'm going to use it.
Okay, because you've used no other +1s this round.
I've used
No,
no other plus
no
ones.
other pluses the whole fight.
Yeah. All right, you may use it then.
Okay. So with that half action, do I get my bite and the stab?
Let's be more
I'm
worried
just
about the
asking.
stab.
I'm just asking.
No. So no, it's a good question. When I've done this before. So when you have multi-attack, the half action gives you just the full base attack one more
Got
time.
it. Full base attack one more time.
And you are currently blessed, which...
Yes. Currently blessed. This sucks. This sucks. I hate this. I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
You love it.
I'm so scared.
Why are you scared?
All right, so on the chat, all of you guys watching, you can see here is Dahlia gloriously perched atop the
adding
dead
12.
now form of
Adding
Ashsap, and the Willow King here within feet of her. She has pulled those vines back using a minor fate chip. Nothing else. Pardon me. Sorry. Nothing else would have done that with that minor fate chip. Pulled that
I
back.
have +3.
From what?
You have one more +1 that you could... No, she's using her +7 on
Yeah,
the
I
other.
don't think I
Oh.
would. I would.
Yes.
Otherwise.
Good point. Good looking out.
Oh, no.
+2.
That's a 25 to hit.
We're gonna come back to that. All right, so that is a good 6
camera
seconds.
lag.
All right, which one has camera lag? Oh, both cameras. All right, hang on. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm not gonna tell
What
you
sort
guys
of
what that is.
action would you call
She's told you
throwing
like
that?
twice and then pinned it, so.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw up.
Sorry,
I'm
no.
doing the best I can here, Jen. Golly.
That look you just gave her is just anger. It's just pure rage.
All right, so here we go.
There's only so much a single man can do.
I'm so
One guy.
glad. I'm
the
so glad
one-man
we were
band
able
with
to
the
do so
symbols on
much
my
of
feet.
that.
All right, so
I
those are both
sometimes wish that we
refreshed.
had like a little thing over here where I could do some of
I
that
know,
for
like
you.
I'm actually helping Kurt with that with Studio B to create
That'd be
that.
awesome. 'Cause you're doing so
We
much.
just don't have so much room in this.
I know.
It's like, well, there's some other things we might be able to do, like tablets.
Tear this
or-
wall down.
Yeah.
No, we can't. That's a
Put a little
load-bearing wall.
tablet right
Tear
in the
this
wall.
wall down.
That's
you
what
don't
my
want your
theater is. Yeah.
That's my
Okay.
craft room. leave me
Yeah, yeah.
alone.
You're valid. You're allowed to keep it, but the theater, get it out. No.
Okay, so we're gonna come back to that.
Okay.
Let's go to you, Daisy Bell. You're dangling.
gonna
Boom,
throw
you're
up.
pummeled. Boom, you're pummeled. You're feeling incredible amounts of pain. You see Justice coiled around
Yes.
his neck. Do you wish to resolve that
Justice!
first?
Just
Serve it.
Serve it!
Serve him!
She's serving justice. She's serving.
John, I didn't know how much I needed to see you do that. That was great. That was
right
healing
now.
for me,
I think
actually.
Daisy
clip that,
would
don't clip
also
that.
No,
hear
clip it.
Mila
clip that.
yell,
Clip it.
Daisy, I'm here! As she is charging just between these two.
You're going to her?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
What do I do with that?
All right. Well,
She's charging towards you, but you're very high up.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Yeah, but he's holding me.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
You can escape grapple.
I can?
You can try.
Can.
I
Well,
can't.
but
You can
no.
always
First of
try.
all, roll to hit with Justice.
Oh!
He's coiled. That now gives him
That's
plus
another good bird
6.
call.
Plus 6.
Keep warning him.
Yeah.
It seems like you can only do them on accident.
That's a plus 6 to hit.
Just
Okay.
try less.
Do I have any? I think I have pluses. Should I try that? I don't know.
Can we steal some of the
can't
NPC
grapple you
pluses,
if you
John?
Yeah, just a couple.
No.
What do you? What do you mean?
Gosh,
They're-
8! Again,
plus
this
6.
die
Plus
is
6 is
so
4.
sucky!
That thick hide.
Yeah, thick hide. I'm gonna
This
make
guy
it
and his
thick.
hide.
The more you say it, it's gonna get thicker and thicker,
But
Thomas.
he's joking
It's
here.
so thick. What's that?
Dummy thing.
No,
Yeah.
no, he's not a constrictor.
Not that dummy
He's
thick
using
hide.
that to get leverage for a stronger hit, but he's not a constrictor. He can.
It has been
He's a
clipped.
cobra,
Thank you,
basically.
Amanda.
He's not going to be able to constrict the throat of a giant. But you, Daisy, what do you do?
Well, I guess I'm gonna try to escape grapple.
Okay, so you're going to fight this giant's CMD.
Okay, well, I guess. Okay,
No, you
now,
can.
now look.
You
I told
can,
you
but like
everything I
his
need to
CMD
know.
is probably
Plus,
much
you
higher
also
than-
basically have. You don't have a good CMB.
Yeah, you don't have
Oh.
like. There's
Your
I
strength
forgot
is
how
near
this
nothing.
Well,
works.
then I'm gonna stab.
Yeah, I thought it was
the only thing I can
acrobatics
do is
or-
stab his wrist again.
And I will say I don't know if we've talked about this. I will say each coating of Nightshade is good for 2 strikes. So if you hit him again, he will have to make saving throws against the Nightshade
Do it.
again. After that point, the coating is gone.
Get him.
Are you going to use another key point?
Oh, key point.
Might as well.
Okay.
You
To
know
get
what?
3 attacks.
Smoke him if you got him.
I mean, you do technically have a full heal, full ability, so
3.
we're waiting on you somewhere.
Here we go.
We'll see if that comes up this fight.
That was not.
cock
That
dice.
was yeah.
It's fine. Plus.
18, 19.
Oh, because you're grappled, it's -2, right?
Yes.
Oh.
So just +8.
17. Thick hide.
Thick hide.
But he's already stabbed there. I hit him
Yeah,
in
stab it
another
again.
spot.
It's a total of 17.
It's
Yeah.
a total of 17.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Okay, hit.
all right.
And then
second
another
blow hits.
'cause you
Roll
did,
damage. He's
key
got to make
point?
that DC.
Yeah,
I
roll
said
one more hit.
14, right? And he's got a
What?
Roll one
plus
more
six,
Because you
so
did
he
a key
needs an
point,
8.
right?
I already rolled 3
All
times.
he needs
the first one
is
was a
an
cock
8
roll.
on the roll.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. I got
No.
2 hits.
Yeah,
Oh,
20.
He did 2.
Yeah,
Then he has to
20.
make 2 saves. Hang on. He made the first save. He's making both saves. All right. So, but he takes damage. You're just basically pounding away at this wrist, hammering the shade blade in over and over again.
I got 3. Is that 3 plus 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6. And then
Amanda.
5. So 11.
Wait, no, it's 3 plus because you're getting your no, it's 3. It's +2 for the blade, +3 for weapon
that's-
finesse or whatever that.
yeah,
other,
yeah, okay,
So
that's-
it's +5 for that. Those
Plus
are, yeah,
another 2
yeah,
from her.
Yeah.
So it's +7 to her damage.
+7. That's crazy. All right, so
Okay.
so add
That's-
2.
that's-
Both rolls
that's
plus
crazy.
14.
Those are those
Okay.
bonuses.
rolls were
5
what?
plus 14.
14. So 19 points of damage. Okay.
That's what you get for giving us a +2 weapon, John.
And
I
still
know.
bleeding.
Hold on. Wait, sorry.
Still bleeding.
Still bleeding.
So
We're gonna keep pointing that out.
He's still bleeding. Yes, I know that.
Drain him!
Every
Hold on,
point
hold on.
matters. Oh my god, that drum's gonna freak me out.
And I'm tired of him rolling. You gotta roll in there for me.
No, because that roll actually worked out for you. So would you
Oh,
like me to keep that? Or, hey, no, you know what? You guys have
No,
forgot.
John,
I'm gonna forget that roll.
We love you. We
I'm
love
gonna
you and
roll
we're
on here
sorry.
now. now. I'm gonna roll on hit now. Ready? And I'm gonna make this roll.
John, we love you.
you're being mean.
He, you've stabbed that same area of the wrist so often. I've tracked. That is now almost 40 points of damage you've done just hammering away at this wrist. His hand cannot help it open. That's half of his hit points. You have clawed through. You would have had to slice tendons. You fall. You do take D6 falling damage.
But don't I have some sort of like feather fall?
Don't ninjas have like slow fall or something?
Not that she would have had to take it.
And
Yeah.
as she is falling,
And we
Mila
thought-
is
oh my
charging
gosh.
through these two with her shield
Trying to catch her.
and running towards her.
All right. Well, you
All
can
three
do
Milas.
that, but there's no way you could get there in this same. To charge to them, they both get attacks of opportunity.
That's
Okay.
fine.
30 feet, and then catch her simultaneously. So you're basically running, doing this as she's falling.
Well, yeah, I was already saying before she even
Yeah.
fell that she was going towards
Okay,
her.
so let's resolve the attacks of opportunity then. Those two,
Okay.
we'll come back to you.
I believe
I
there's
gotta come
the-
back to you. That's a hit.
Yep.
That's a
I believe
19 on
in
the
you,
die. The
There's
second
the
one attacks.
weird 50% chance thing with her.
No, it's
No,
one
this
in
is on
three.
me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but you have 3 images up.
I do
right?
have 3
Yeah, so I have
images.
to make that. So the first one would have hit.
Yeah, John, does
Now
the
they have-
ground have a 50% chance to miss Daisy?
but there's a 30. So I'm gonna do 33 and below. The hit actually hits. 34 and above, it misses.
Well, did the attack miss
That's
by
a
5 or less? Or wait.
No, the first one hit. The second one, no.
Oh.
The second one, no, it didn't.
I
So
see.
they both miss. So they hit. So they peel off one of your 3.
One.
So
Got
you
it.
have
So
2
they-
Now it's a
remaining.
50-50.
As you kind of duck underneath their blades.
Make a lot of
Happens to
situations
everybody.
easier.
You duck underneath their blades, and now you're rushing forward. You see Daisy falling from the air. You will not get there in time. Daisy, you take 4 points of falling damage.
Oh, I think I'm knocked out.
But you're not dead.
But you also have a full restore.
Yes, which might come at some point.
I am sleeping.
Swift action, the invocation, that destruction, seeing her hit the ground and not
Right.
move, switches to healing. So that's +1.
Okay.
Plus 2.
I need to take mine.
+2. That's
Ooh,
+2
yes,
healing.
baby.
Okay, so I fall down.
And then instantly, do you come back up?
No. So you hit the ground as it's hitting. You stay conscious, but bare like you're
How negative.
bedraggled in the extreme.
How negative are you?
I'm 0.
Oh, so you would come up to consciousness next round.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
So you'll be at 2. Yeah.
And I can't touch her. I can't reach her.
No, not like, even though you're passing through, you're ducking blades. That's you can get there. Yes.
Make a hustle check.
Yeah, hustle.
I will roll for it if you want me
Athletics,
to.
perhaps?
Why
Let me
should I
think,
not
let me think.
restore me?
Do you want me to roll athletics?
Well, that's what we're working on.
Oh, did our camera freeze? Our camera
did.
did freeze.
Oh,
Yes,
it did.
Cut.
Finally, the hotness hit. You guys have not been hot
It
enough
was that
all day.
dagger action.
It was the
It
dagger.
was.
That was pretty hot. That was pretty hot.
dagger action.
Okay, guys, let that go.
That's
And all right, so
I'm not shaking your hand.
let's let the dice
know what
decide
it
here.
did.
So let's keep it simple. Roll a d6. It's a
that concert
50-50 shot. You can get there to do something this round. 1 to 3, you do.
4. Woo!
1 to
Wait.
3, you do. I said.
Oh, why?
As you roll
Why do you make it
I
low?
called it as you roll
Why
it.
do you
So-
make it
I know, I
low?
just called it as you roll it. I just did. So you're like your hands outstretched. You see her at the ground. Thunk. You feel your healing still going through her,
Yeah.
but she lapses.
Then I still
into
have an action,
unconsciousness.
and I'm healing Throg. If I can't
Okay.
heal Daisy, then I'm healing Throg.
Wait, no, you. No, I'm saying the distance you traveled, 30.
So
Because I would not. I could not tell you can't heal her, and you could heal Throg.
well, she's got the.
Oh, the
wrist bond,
bracelet,
yeah.
the disc.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a
oh,
bracelet.
But I cast a
It's not
spell on him.
yes. Oh,
I like how hurt you got. though.
okay, yes, that. So as you're running, you realize you're not going to get there in time. So you channel your power through Throg to Throg for this round. That's fair. Yes,
go.
I will allow that.
We love it being allowed. Good roll.
10?
10 flat.
10 flat. 10 points of healing to Throg.
Okay. Oh,
Plus 2 from the fast heal that he just got.
the good boy
That's
needed
true,
it.
12.
He gets 12 actually.
The good boy needed it.
The good boy needed it.
All right.
Shadow animals.
Nella and Rosia and the shadow animals.
yeah,
Nella
so-
doesn't need to
so-
go because Nella helped me out.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nella did already around. Tell me what Rosie's doing.
Could she
Did
move over
Dranik
here
go?
to help
Dranik didn't
Dranik?
go.
Dranik
has
needs
it
to
on.
attack. So Dranik thrusts the spear. Man, 5 on the die. He is not having a good
Tyrannic.
day.
Rosia's gonna get up into there too and try and
All right, Rosia makes a melee attack.
do whatever dryads do with their.
Claws
Leaves.
at them. So it's distracting. She's clawing away, but their armor is thick. Their hides are thick,
hide, yeah.
and she does not do damage.
We've
But they're
got
both there engaged.
Animal buddies, too.
Animals and Fritz.
These guys, we'll figure out what they do.
With
Fritz,
your whole action with the knife.
We'll
Fritz
see.
still raging is going to fire another bow
At the mage.
twice at the mage.
Take him out.
That one misses. The second one, that's a hit. The third time now he struck the mage. Another D4. This mage is struggling.
Good.
Points. All right,
As is
so
his right.
he's not dead, but he'll have to make a concentration check again this round.
I'm guessing I can't position
The
myself
animals need to
over
attack these
Daisy
people.
to be a bigger threat.
I mean,
You don't want to get hit by that guy.
I don't want you to get hit by
wanna
that
get hit
guy.
by that guy.
But what if he thinks I'm dead? If I lay still?
is that what you do?
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
you stand the ground. I mean, you could do what you want, Mila. I mean, you could stab.
I mean, you're still right there. He's probably gonna attack you anyways.
I feel like, what is it?
So the wolf.
David
Sorry, go ahead.
David and Goliath.
At this point, I
wolf.
think all of the animals are in this.
Yeah,
area
they
at
are,
this
but
point.
they're all beginning to feast
There was a
on these
bear on the
half-orcs.
giant.
Yeah, the bear's on the giant. The others are on these guys. The wolf is still attacking the Bloody Nine. So
Yeah.
the wolf attacks him. Gosh,
So
that's a miss. Yes.
if she can still heal me, I'm gonna play dead. I have a full rest.
You do.
Okay.
I like the idea of playing dead. That's not bad.
The bear attacks the giant.
Might also attack the bear.
First one,
knows?
the
Yeah.
giant bats the shadowy form away. It does not hit. The second one, that hits.
Hooray!
Good.
Sinks its teeth
Oh,
in.
Yeah, that might actually
That's a
drag the
good
attention of the giant to the
Yeah.
bear.
7. You would like that, wouldn't you?
I would,
All
John.
so-
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I mean, if I were being harried by a bear and then not harried by a small woman, I'd attack the bear. I think I am the only one who has not gone fully
Fritz.
yet because
Fritz
Yes.
Fritz attacked.
Yeah,
he
Fritz
attacked me.
attacked. Yeah,
Way to
he
go,
did.
buddy.
So,
All right,
what are you going to
good.
call me throwing that dagger?
And you're throwing it where?
I threw
Well,
it to Dahlia.
well,
with
yeah.
divine.
part of the
She used her minor
minor
fate
fate
to
check.
make that happen.
That's a swift action.
Okay. Can I sell you on an unconventional use of a vigilante ability?
As opposed to everything else this party has done tonight,
I've
right?
done essentially nothing in this combat. I need this.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I have an ability called Startling Appearance.
Right.
So the way this is worded, a vigilante learns to use the element of surprise to his advantage, startling foes that are quote-unquote unaware of his presence. When a vigilante with this ability attempts an attack roll against a foe that is unaware of his presence, I get some stuff. I'm this little kid,
Sniveling.
Right.
sniveling kid, balled up on the ground, and suddenly I'm back in myself.
You don't need me to bring the prince thing back up to you.
I would love it.
No, I'm just-
Because he's very good looking and I'm very good looking. And would you allow me to utilize that startling presence to get one good solid whack on this guy with the sword that's attacking me? Just pop up and hit him.
So you're ignoring the mage. You're spinning around,
Yeah.
attacking the one that
Fritz
stabbed
got the
you.
mage.
Just put a.
Because he's been pretty much
Because you've
helpless
been
this
out
whole
of this
fight.
combat the whole time, I will give that to you. Yes.
Yay!
You're
I
a
think that
saint.
makes sense.
You're a saint.
Oh.
That's true.
I
like
am
you
going
so
to
much. We
use.
hope that's clear.
Oh, do I really have only
we
4
like
plus
busting your
1?
chops because it's
The-
fun.
We don't have
the
a
more
lot because
damage
we've
you're
been getting
facing,
a
the
lot
more you like me,
more,
right?
Well, we're
Plus
not
2
in a
to
great spot
initiatives,
right
which
now.
like bless. I should have 4.
I do have 4, but I wish I had 5 so I could roll with advantage. But I'm going to use.
I'd give you some if I had any that I could give you.
So the way this works, John, is he is flat-footed to me. So he has no dex to his AC.
Right. Which they already have +1, so they're not that dex. But
Great.
so his AC will be 14.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 of my +1s. And we're gonna.
That should.
Yeah. Yeah. You said it was 14?
Isn't it exactly?
I've got a 14.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've got a 14.
Nice.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do something this fight.
Woo!
All right,
Oh, and you just got 5. Yay!
Well, now I don't have 5.
You
I was just given
You
5.
catch him.
yeah.
You
Oh my
catch
God.
him by complete surprise. As you pivot around, he staggers
10
back,
ways.
and you thrust your blade.
10? 10 is 5?
No, it's just 1 + 1.
Oh, I'm bad at this game. I'm sorry.
You're good. Cool. I'm gonna hurt him really bad.
Sorry.
Cool, I'm gonna hurt him really.
No, like I'm gonna hurt him very bad.
Pretty bad. Looking
That's
pretty
pretty
bad.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty bad.
34 damage. All non-lethal, right to his chin. I bring the sap right up and I just clock him right in the chin.
The choice is yours,
That
my
hurt
friend.
me.
I left it. What?
The choice is yours.
So as that hits him, it's non-lethal damage, and one thing I want to be careful with is turning large amounts of non-lethal damage into killing someone.
Right.
But instead it hits him, that reel knocks him back, and he lands, and then his neck snaps when he hits the ground on the bottom, and then he dies. So Click didn't kill him in the ground.
Hey,
As you say.
certainly not true.
You're right.
but Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
absolutely
which makes,
Whatever
he's
helps you
right
sleep
there
at night,
on the
Bessie.
edge. You hit him. He's not expecting you. Snap his chin back. His head falls back. He unbalances, shocked by your appearance as well, and whoosh, boosh, hits the ground, snapping his neck.
Night. And then he turns around to the mage and twirls the sap around in his hand as he gets ready up next to Fritz to attack as well.
And now Dahlia?
Dahlia, what do you do?
Well, she successfully stabbed this man.
Yes. So what Dahlia does is
I didn't say it was successful.
she
I guess
takes
you rolled
the
a 25.
dagger, and she knows there is no heart to be found in this beast, but she can guess at where it is. And so just both hands up from the bow that Ash Sap's body has provided for his death to not be in vain, and with Nella at her back, just takes and stabs into the chest. And I think with her her snout sort of protruding up as she's just like hanging at the chest, just whispers up to him, "You have brought death out of cycle and you will be punished for it!" And just like with the palm of her hand, like slams it into the chest as hard as she can.
Chills.
Wow, that made me dizzy to yell. Good.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
happened to me
You
before,
earned it.
too.
Sorry, headphone users.
Yeah, headphone users. We're all taking sips of water.
We need it.
It's funny, I was just thinking I should as well.
It was so close. 25. You needed the 27.
Oh, John.
As you leap forward,
Are you doing it?
Oh, John.
I lied. You slam the dagger.
I'm so sorry, headphone users.
You slam the dagger into his chest.
Oh my god.
These strange eyes go wide as they do. That's not the one I
Oh,
want.
I don't need this stress, John.
Yeah,
My
truly.
eyes go
Too
wide,
much.
and
Your eyes. No,
there is
I can't remember, like disbelief.
there is a sudden burst of light that comes out of his chest. You see, again, there has not been a word, a sound, nothing has emanated from the Willow King, but his mouth opens in a silent scream as the blade that you got from Laura Fane, sharper than sharp, plunges into his chest. You see a burst of whitish blue light that comes from where a heart would be, and you see him tremble. His hands begin to suddenly stiffen and then start to fall away like ash on to the feet of Ash Sap. As his body slowly falls, you feel yourself, you're like connected to him, you're starting to tumble
Yeah.
to the ground. And you can feel there is immense power. You hear the screech of 10,000 souls released from his body. There's a coruscation of white light that comes out as all of these souls, all of these essences flow out of him. They're free, their pain and anguish released, and the wave of sorrow comes across. He turns to ash at Ash Sap's feet. I'll let you tell me anything else you'd like to do in this moment, because what you just did is amazing.
I think as Dahlia, like as the form is crumbling before her, just again with this dragon face up to where she assumes an ear would be, and Sylvan just goes, enjoy the ride back to the cycle. And like just will like slam into the ground as she like just allows it to like flow out under her. And I think like will like, you know, if I'm allowed, do like the 3-point kind of landing.
Of course you're allowed.
If I'm allowed.
I normally would make you make an acrobatics or a reflex, but that would seem somewhat anticlimactic here. I think it's fine. Yes, you can do exactly that.
The blade's still there in form, or is it disappeared?
No, no. Oh, yes. That it melts to ash with him.
Okay.
Cool.
So it all becomes ash with him.
Dahlia takes a handful of ash and turns to the Bloody Nine and just kind of works it in her hand.
All right.
With pollen and just goes, it will come for you too.
Okay.
And then is going to start walking towards.
Okay.
If he's still wanting to fight after all of that.
So, bravo, Cameron, as always. So well
Except for
played.
music.
That was.
Thanks. I had fun.
No,
No,
you
not.
should, because you killed that. Now,
I think that was a precursor.
let me tell you
God.
several things that happen at once. As he falls,
I swear.
the orcs, the giant, they all stop. Their eyes go wide. They look around. All of those lit tattoos
The thrall.
go dark.
Yeah.
All of them. They start stumbling back away. Their heads swiveling around in fear. All the fire. Oh yes, this one now is actually falling as well. So, you're still on it, David. Click. So, as this palisade falls, this would be a simultaneous action. You need to make a reflex
I had
check.
movement on my turn. Would I have been able to get off of it, knowing it was about to fall?
Well, I gave you the throw as a swift action, plus that attack.
And the
you
attack
turn-
was just-
I mean,
Even just
it's
rolling
okay.
off of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to make an acrobatics check
I could
anyway.
follow
yeah.
his
Yeah,
body
you're gonna-
down and land on
so
it.
as this palisade
I didn't kill him, I
falls over
promise.
in flame,
Well, it's like
you
a
can
little-
make that
little
check.
cover for you.
Acrobatics, you say?
Dahlia's so
Yeah,
hot.
acrobatics.
Thanks.
17.
Yeah, okay, so you duck off easily. The mage, let's make his check. He's not very acrobatic.
I hope he
Me too,
freaking
bestie.
dies.
That does not make it. It was close. He hits the ground. He was already so damaged. He is now dead.
Great.
Bye.
It
We
wouldn't
love to
have
hear
mattered.
that.
You see all of the orcs begin to turn and run, except for the Bloody Nine.
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
He is in this berserk rage. He is determined to
Excellent.
end his son.
great.
As he pummels away, it is their initiative, right? Everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Fun random question. Did the one undead orc that was left, do these guys crumble?
No, so anyone, all those that were raised, they fall. Thank
Great.
you. Good.
Great.
He falls,
Very cool.
and he falls. Those three all fall to the
Oh,
ground. That they were being animated by the power of the Willow King.
Dahlia will yell to the people who are at the gates, well, no, actually I won't. I can't see that far. I did a lot already.
You've done a lot
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
I can take a break,
That's enough
actually.
for a round.
I think I'm okay.
We do have to. No,
just doing
it's
it
the
all.
enemy's turn, so
Yep.
yeah,
They want to run, they can.
because that was all of us.
All right. As the Bloody Nine continues to beat at Throg, the rest are fleeing. You can move there, like just go ahead and scatter those other minis
Does
and
my
do like.
chat? Oh, those guys are actually stuck. 'cause they're entangled.
How many rounds is that? Because that's
I have
round
no
3.
idea.
Entangle?
It's your spell.
Yeah, entangle is.
This would be only the second round of
Yeah,
it
so,
being
okay,
used.
yeah. So that not the one there in the back was not. So he would run. The other 3 are stuck.
Would this guy leap over the palisades to run? Or at least climb down them slowly?
Shimmy.
Actually, you know what? He's gonna. Good question. What he would do? He would definitely try to make the leap for that tree.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to leap. Hold on.
Yeah.
So let's make that.
He
That's
just
a horrible.
impales
himself on a branch.
You see him dial. Ah! Thump. He dies on the ground. He is dead.
This guy probably would have run that way.
As
My
the
gosh.
Bloody Nine hammers
Does my talking to him do anything?
Anything else would. He's in a berserk state, like I
Sure.
described earlier. So
Yeah.
neither he nor Throg will respond to any intimidation. They are completely
I just
immersed.
killed your weird god.
Yeah. They are
You
completely.
can't see me.
Here we go. First attack. He finally missed Throg. That's good. And that's a hit. Second one, boom! He pummels in, hammers him with that Morning Star. You hear Throg groan. He is bleeding from virtually every orifice. As this all happens, you do hear something coming over the sound of the trees. It's like a weeping, a lamentation
No.
that comes.
Weeping is the word you choose to use, huh?
It comes from the boughs of the trees. It comes from the leaves in the soil. It comes from the wind. It comes from the gentle reflection of moonlight as the orcs scatter, other than the sound of the crunching and thunking of the Bloody Nine upon his son. You hear this over the wind. Oh, you, Dahlia, as you land in your 3-point stance, you see there's something glowing. This is also, so this is not quite hot. So
Yeah.
you see there's something glowing. You look down right beneath where your dagger struck, where a heart would have been. You see a shard of a gemstone about this big that's got a clear and pale blue light. And it sparkles from within, illuminated from within the structure of the gemstone. It lays where the heart would have been, in the ground next to you.
Do I pick it up?
You could think about that for a moment.
I think I will.
Because we're all going to be taking our turns, but
Yeah. And we're technically out of turn.
Heal.
well, okay, but Throg is still actively
Yeah,
fighting.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So
head over that way.
That's a good point. I should probably leave that the way it is because Throg is still actively fighting.
I mean, one of us could.
As the weeping continues,
She can't. She's so far away.
Okay,
I'll come.
you look at me.
Rosia,
That's where I'm heading.
the orcs rush past. I mean, Dronic is still stabbing them.
I assume
Good
we at
boy.
least
Yeah.
cull a
But is this
few
his
on
first
the way
hit? The
out.
whole combat is on
he
North?
gets
No,
his first hit.
he
Yeah, I don't even need to roll.
hit a toothpick at the giant.
He did.
He did that first
They all
fight?
run, but
Oh, Dranic.
Rosia steps forward when she hears the sounds. She comes to Mila, the closest to her.
He's fake.
I fear it is her. Have we told you much of her?
No? Who?
We can be so forgetful, our kind. As she watches orcs like careening past.
When I see
Yes.
what's Nella looking like?
Another two.
Does she know?
Nella's head
So 8
is
total.
on a swivel. You see her
8.
atop the corpse of Ashtap, looking around, and
Is it her? Tell me.
Grief Blossom, his daughter.
I don't care what it is. We need to leave.
I grab the thing.
His daughter?
I grab the thing off the ground and I start moving.
Who's that? Me?
As screams peal
It's
through the
her.
air, cries of incredible pain. You experience that same feeling you had before when the Willow King appeared, but this time, weeping from nowhere, but yet always here. You see a figure half the size of the Willow King. Her visage, porcelain beauty, ebony locks, a crown, strange markings upon her face. This is Grief Blossom. In fact,
Such a cool name.
let
That
me,
is so cool.
let me show you what she looks like.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
This also sucks.
Wow.
Wow.
As Grief Blossom lets out another cry of anguished rage.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
She looks at you.
Well, where is she?
Dan, we're not going to use the battle map here. This is all going to be
Just-
TOM. She appears right next to the fallen body of the. So she's kind of at the back half of that.
Okay.
As she appears there, she looks at you, and her voice. I can't do this anyway. I need all of you to close your eyes for a moment, please.
Okay. You can't. We can't look at you while you do
No,
it.
you can't. Yeah, you got to close your eyes for a moment. There's no.
This is actually much scarier.
It's so
There is
scary.
no, and don't peek.
This isn't a teddy
'cause
bear's picnic.
there's no other way for me to do this.
Do we
but
need to
this
scoot up?
way. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine
Okay.
where you are. Just,
Is it
just,
gonna ever
just
gonna
stay
get
where you're at.
scared?
If you jump scare me with a random scream sound effect, I'll cry.
I'll hit a camera.
We'll start swinging.
As, hang on. All right, you not yet. All right, you may all now look. As this crying happens, you hear an anguished voice echo out, saying,
You who felled the heart of these woods.
as the voice calls out, the piercing scream and screech. Her voice hisses like a cacophony of whispers, like leaves rustling furiously against one another.
May your screams join the chorus of the damned.
Dahlia looks and just goes, "There's no heart there."
Her head tilts like one listening to the flitting of the wind, and without
Don't look at the camera like that.
without response, the whispers and the power and the there is also this emanation of sorrow. I need each of you to make that same save you made earlier, but
John!
this is easier. This is a DC 15. She does not have the power. It's a DC 15 will save.
Nat 20.
I pocketed the thing.
Okay, oh, you did. You
nat
picked it
20.
up.
Yes,
it's
yes, yes.
warm and
Yeah.
cool at the
Finally,
same.
I
It's the
roll a
strange.
20.
Same
As
thing.
you pick it up, it's the strangest feeling you've ever had in
Wait,
your
did you
life.
also nat 20?
Nat 20!
Three
What?
nat
We got
20s!
3 nat 20s?
I rolled a 16.
Okay. All right. So you managed to somehow, with all that's happened, you steel yourselves in the face of this creature. She looks down at the body of her fallen father. Her father, which, for just the sake of the story and the flavor, you would know this afterwards. I'll tell you now. How was Grief Blossom the daughter of the Willow King form? No, not of any normal fashion. She was not one of the things which fell from the heavens. He, time past,
Yeah.
snapped a branch from the crown of Willow upon his head, plunged it into the heart of a dryad, and like a parasite, as that dryad fell to the soil and died, it grew within her, and that became Grief Blossom, blooming grief from the crown of the Willow King. She stands before you and she says,
By the roots of my birth and the sap of my tears, I curse thee, defilers of the sacred grove. May
She-
thorns grow beneath your eyelids, so every blink may remind you of the pain you have sown.
Grief trembles beneath her wrath. The sky itself seems to darken. Shadows coil around her like serpents as she prepares to unleash her final, most horrifying curse upon the slayers of her father, the Willow King.
By the silent screams of the Willow King's last stand, I lay upon thee the curse of endless nocturne. May your souls wander ever in night, never to find solace in dawn's light. Each step shall be a descent into madness, where your own shadows will feast upon your sanity. May the moon turn her face from you, and the stars blink out at your approach. The darkness shall cling to your skin, an unyielding shroud that suffocates hope and feeds on despair.
Her hands begin to claw the air, and you feel a spectral wind swirling around, pulling up leaves and decay from all around. It howls through the clearing.
Know this, defilers of my bloodline. In the vulnerable sleep, the solitude of your wanderings, and the intimacy of your loves, I shall be the lurking dread that awaits to strike. At each moment of joy, remember, I am the shadow that flits at the edge of your vision, the whisper of the silence, ever biding my time to exact my vengeance upon you.
There is a hush, even the fleeing orcs, as these words are spoken. You are not overcome by the sorrow, but its power causes even the leaves to still. She looks down, and without even hearing her speak it, you know the sorrow and the pain. It is both what feeds, what fuels, and what feasts upon her soul.
She needs to stop looking at me like that.
Grief Blossom just picks up a piece of ash from the soil, takes a step, and vanishes with her curse laid upon you.
I imagine we were kind of held enthralled to that.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Because
Dahlia.
I would have been totally
Yeah.
charging her if we weren't.
Dahlia takes a very deep bow and kind of inclines her head and just goes, and same to you, as that kind of disappearance happens. And then kind of raises back up. And I assume Throg and the Bloody Nine are still fighting.
So we will continue that combat, but that is where we will end tonight's session.
Manda!
Makeup! Oh my god!
You guys missed so much, but thank you, Dave, for showing me.
Crown. Show us the crown. Yeah,
All right,
like
so-
bloody roses. That's
Fashion.
So-
And then the ant, like the little pieces.
I can't believe you showed me pieces of this and I didn't even know.
good. What a monster you are.
I gave her the description, I showed her this, and she made that. It was so
so good.
amazing, Manda.
Those screams.
Oh,
That
yeah.
curse.
What did the prep for that look like?
All
of you just
darkness,
going
no
through an
light.
audio library and pressing buttons?
I know. I already knew which one I wanted because I've used
I need
that
to
before.
listen to that.
But what was
Oh,
the prep
I'm going
was
to.
me and Mando.
Absolutely.
So she's been on Zoom the entire time
Yeah.
because we had
The whole time.
What did she do?
Yeah, she was. I mean, she started costume at like 9 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
But then we had to have her live so that we could do a quick switch on this and not
Yeah.
have it bog down the stream. So when I had you close your eyes, I was unmuting my Zoom.
Notice. Yeah.
So that you
Noted.
would, yeah. So,
Oh
Noted.
my
Clever.
god.
but Rob, thank you very much,
I was
Guild
looking
Superior
at the map
Raiders.
trying to find a terrifying man.
Manda, that is absolutely. I've got to call it
It's
the best cosplay I think I've ever
iconic.
seen.
Yeah.
It
when
honestly-
multiple DMs and people come together to do that side of
Oh
things.
my
Yes, yes.
god.
Because we get to be multiple players, but when multiple
Right.
DM people come
Yeah.
together,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, it's so cool.
It is. So,
And in the
so,
background,
you now
too,
have
just, like,
this
ties
curse
it.
upon you. But you guys did great in the combat.
Did we?
Yeah, you really did.
I mean,
You
I think
really
we did.
I think
Nobody died?
I'm telling you, it
Well,
was.
Ash sat,
Look,
but
the
that
use
was
of
kind
the two minor fate chips were turning, and which is what they're designed for, right? That is how we balance the crit tables and all the stuff. I liked each person's. It was really cool to see Daisy getting pummeled, and yet to hammer so much 40.
okay.
I mean,
40 points of damage
40
into a
points
wrist.
of damage into one arm
and survive through
yeah.
multiple hits of a giant.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
With the
I mean, like,
legs
that was-
up and the
then-
dodging
and her snake is wrapped around. I mean, all of it was
Very
so
cool
much
fight,
fun.
yeah.
Thank
Do
you,
not feel
Raiders.
useless. You single-handedly
we're gonna do our
took a
giveaway.
giant down.
It's hashtag #BlueBoxRPG, and we'll follow up. There will still be cleanup from this next time. You have
Oh,
now
yes.
this strange gem that you hold that feels both hot and cold at the same time. You have a tower from which plume now smoke, huge amounts of smoke. You have the bodies of the dryads and the humans,
Yes.
which now you know their souls were sucked
Yeah.
from their forms even as their bodies were being
We've
tortured.
seen it
but,
before.
but now those souls
Yes.
have been supposedly freed. We don't know how.
Exactly, like released from the container, if you will.
Yeah.
You have the giant. He's trying to flee. You can probably get some strikes spikes on him if you want to, Daisy.
We'll take
'cause you're
the
gonna
XP.
pop
So
up.
I just want to make it very clear, Dahlia's walking towards the other side of the Bloody Nine.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
Because even if Throg hits me,
And
that's
so
fine.
we don't have a
It's a little bloodshed between buddies.
we don't have a Sea of Dark Sun this week because we're doing a special one shot for Walking Dead. So we'll leave this battle up exactly as it is.
Great.
So we'll pick this up from next
Wow.
week. But thank you so much, guys. Again, can we give a round of applause for Amanda?
Truly
You
so
played
great.
that and she waited for like
So
3. I mean, well, like
I can't
2.5 hours
believe
of
nat
stream.
20s on that
Now-
save.
Now she knew
wild.
too, like Amanda. I told you, like it would be at the very end. But I just we have to clip this.
yeah.
This needs to
Have
be
to.
featured on our website.
It's
Have
I
awesome.
want
to.
this. Like this is one of the coolest cosplay.
This
sort
was
of
just the
moments.
coolest thing like ever.
It has been
as
like
a whole.
Abso-freaking-lutely incredible, Amanda. Thank you so much. All of you are watching as we're getting ready for Stream MVP. If you're watching today and you haven't
Oh
followed,
goodness, how could you do
I mean,
that? It's
how
free,
could
it's
you not?
easy.
If you're a follower and you've not subbed,
How do you not
hey,
want
look,
more
we
of
get
this?
it. If money's tight, we don't want you to do anything you can't do. But be aware that Amazon Prime, if you have it, it's free.
Every
And
month.
If not, it's like a cup of coffee a month. If you can't, we fully get it. No pressure. But if you're a sub whose sub is expired, well, again, if you lost your job, we get that, right? You got something going on,
Only in
right?
that one
Only in
case.
that one case. But if you can, please continue to support the channel. We pour all of it back
I mean,
in.
look.
And now,
I mean, look at all this stuff.
like, I mean, there's stuff and stuff, and now Blue Box Studio B kicking off here in February of next year. There's resources being poured into that. Thank you, Kurt and Erica, all the work there. We'll have whole schedule. Thank you, Ship of Fools. We appreciate it for that Prime sub. Thank you so much. And you can tell. Hey, guess what, guys? We put some work into these streams. I have nothing against people that just sit
I
down
don't
and
work
roll
very
dice
hard.
at a table. That is a fun way to play D&D. It's a great thing to do with friends. But this is a lot of work, what we do here. Not just on the DM's part, but all the players.
You don't
the
get a
prep,
story like this in very many
the
places.
Cosplay, there's so much. And man, I can't even look at
that
you. You
story
scare
is
me
just
every
about
time I
as
look to my
So
right.
scary.
The story's just about as thick as that guy's hide. I have to say so.
You know, I think you're right.
I think I
I
might
think
be
you're right.
I like that.
At least a
I
19
think you
thick
might be
story.
right. Yeah, I think you might be right. Amanda, before we go into our stream MVP, anything you'd like to share with us, and including like thoughts on preparation? You and I had so many conversations this week, and
Amanda kept just messaging us out of the blue, like, I
Yeah.
hope you're ready. She was like, what are your plans for tomorrow? And I was like, here's what it is. And she just went excellent and said nothing else after.
I was
Brutal.
And Amanda, like when I sent her that was the part that was scripted. That like I
Yeah.
had that all prepared for so that she would have
Good script.
and
Yeah,
it was
good
like and,
so good.
But you read it, so I'm seeing like I think we're getting loud. Do I have the wrong US? Oh, I've got too many US. I got to unplug a USB.
I think it's catching on
here,
some
yeah.
random weird mic.
But are you guys hearing us okay, everyone? Yeah, it looks like they are. Amanda, you don't have to if you don't want to say anything further. I think you've already said enough today, but if you want to, please.
How long did it take you to do all that, though?
Yeah.
It took me about 2 hours
Yeah.
to do this.
Beautiful artist.
It is so good,
The
Amanda.
crown. There's like a tree.
Oh my gosh, we can't even see that with the shadows.
shading.
I'll
Wow.
post photos.
Yeah, please.
Please,
do.
please, please, please. Gosh, grief blossom.
We love you even though you hate us, man.
Yeah.
So
Not
obviously,
you,
obviously
not
hate
you,
us.
Amanda. Just Grief Blossom seems to really not like us, and that's fair.
Amanda
We did
kept
kill her
profusely
dad.
apologizing. She'd be like, I'm so sorry.
You guys like Grief Blossom as a name? I heard you say someone
Yeah,
said
that's
it.
really
I
good.
like it.
Willow King,
Yeah,
Grief
so-
Blossom,
so
like
you
comes
guys
from
like-
him.
Because
And
it
you're
came from him.
getting the
It was
major,
just-
like you're hitting the major.
Sadness
hits of
is a
the story.
major
The
theme.
sorrow,
Yeah.
the sorrow, the tears.
Yep.
Oh, evil is so
we found
often,
a tear.
We
I'm so
found
excited.
a single tear.
Well, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
So
We'll figure that out.
Maybe.
Not maybe.
Yeah, well,
Come on, man.
You can't trick us.
A shard.
It's something.
It's
Because you described it as it was what like part of something that was once whole.
Right, exactly. It's a shard of a tear is what you have found. You have found a shard of a tear, and where that
I
shard
bet she
fell,
has. Yeah.
grief and sorrow blossomed
Yeah.
in the form of the Willow King. He recreated that using a piece of himself into a
Yeah.
dryad to grow it. But there are other. In fact, you were told there were 3
Yes.
We know
that
that
had
two
fallen the
landed in
dryad
the woods.
more than 1,000 years ago.
I guess
More-
we assumed that all 3 of those were individual tears. I guess that those were shards of a tear.
I mean, it's okay for you to know that, but yes. So we call them the tears, but I mean, you're.
Did it
that's-
tier?
maybe there's only
Also
one tier.
tiers?
Then it has been
Tier?
split. But there's enough to. Yeah, I mean, as far as you're concerned,
Also,
there are
Aird's
two.
a big place.
Yeah, Aird's a huge.
Aird's a big
There's
place.
probably other people dealing
There's
with
a
this.
concentration of it here.
fine.
In fact, you might have even gotten a hint many episodes ago of where another
Oh, yeah.
tier. What, really, which
I mean,
one?
just some news stuff at some point. Like, there's just a corner of the world that's dealing with something from some newsboy talking about something. Or
What was
something
that?
like
What was that?
I can't remember, but I know. I
Rachel,
read it
come
all
on, Rachel.
Some
I showed you
newsboy.
the image. I showed you the
band.
image.
There was an
You,
image.
you remembered it, so I'll give this to you. I can pull it up.
Please
No,
do.
I know you haven't seen the image. Never, I can't show that to you.
I don't remember if you showed us any image,
did-
but
I
I
didn't-
remember
I
on
didn't.
a piece
I
of
didn't.
news.
Dragon?
Yes, the
Was it
Gaxmore.
the news that clicked through in the David threw in the fire.
Gaxmore,
Okay,
Northwest.
I think it was the same one. Yes, it was.
It was, but we had multiple copies.
Purpose.
Well, yeah, all right.
Yeah, Gaxmore.
Like you've never done anything you regretted.
Emissaries from Gaxmore bear
Okay,
tidings.
Rachel's reading it here.
Flee the dragon-faced terror!
The
Emissaries
dragon-faced
from
terror.
Gaxmore bear
Yes,
tidings
that's right.
of a horde from the northwest. Lock your gates! Shield your children!
Shield them.
So who knows? That
And then
might
more
be.
specific.
I'm not
Probably
a
is.
dragon face terror, though.
No,
And then this is the more specific
Yeah.
And then there's a more specific,
Yeah.
in-depth on the
Also,
back.
when we read that, I did have that Face of the Devourer written out, and I was like, oh no. I shouldn't do that in the city. I should not do
No,
that
you should
in the
not
city.
do that in the city. Manda, so what I love about this cosplay, amazing, not only how amazing, but that you have now what has the potential to be a recurring character in the story.
Yeah.
And I
Other
don't
than Fauna.
right, and and that's an interesting mix. You playing Fauna and you playing.
It's weird
I
because
like
for a second there I was like, wait, it was a dryad? Is this just fauna the whole time?
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I think Grief Blossom would give me more nightshade.
I think you're probably right.
I don't...
Okay.
She'd probably be injecting nightshade into your body.
That
Pull it out,
I agree.
set it
So
in a vial.
we're gonna do our first giveaway, which is for the
famously normal lady.
Tailspire
Thank you,
license.
Garrett.
If you already have Tailspire, just let me. So hashtag Bluebox
my
in the chat.
goodness.
Hashtag Bluebox RPG in the chat, please. And
I need a cigarette.
does anybody,
Have a nerd.
do any of the rest of you feel like wrung out and exhausted after
Yes.
these?
Yeah,
Absolutely do.
I just jokingly said I need a cigarette, which I don't.
The amount of times you've said that though on this stream is pretty
It's
good.
just funny. It's a funny joke.
So
I need a
hashtag
cigarette.
Bluebox RPG
I
in the
need
chat,
cigarettes.
and the winner
Cigarettes.
of the Tailspire license is you made it in, Kahira. Cameron!
Hey!
Cameron, you have that license now. Keep typing. So now the next one is for the module Siege of Durgrim's Folly. Beautiful module here.
So we're-
but we'll do this. We're going to roll 4 times, each of these players. They're going to tell us why they should be Stream MVP. Oh my gosh. Good luck on this one tonight, folks.
Yeah, I know I'm not winning it.
For sake of time,
Take your best.
we'll just go
You
around the
went to really
table in
good
this
roleplay.
direction.
Thank you.
Let's start with you, Daisy. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Well,
And we're gonna leave your cosplay up the whole time. You just look. I can't take it off the screen, man. I
It's
just,
too
so
good.
I
scary.
can't
It's
keep
so
looking. I
good.
just gore
Gorgeous,
myself
Amanda,
every
you're
time I look
gorgeous.
over.
Stop looking at the camera like that. You know it makes me uncomfortable.
That's why.
You're
That's
doing the
absolutely
Kubrick
why.
stare, where it's like you look like,
Up at like no, stop it, Amanda. It's funny, John, when you said she tilts her head, Amanda just went.
I know. I saw that when I was watching from the
my
corner of my eye.
problematic fave, Grief
Yes.
Blossom.
All right, go ahead. Problematic.
well,
face.
fiddle dee dee. Who should be the MVP but me? Well, you know, it's been an interesting stream, y'all.
Highs and lows.
So, you know, I have been high and I was dropped low.
You were. Both things did occur. You're not right.
You
You're
know,
not wrong.
I almost got that giant and flung myself onto him. And, well, he
Almost
was,
killed him twice. You've almost
you know,
killed him twice.
I really tried hard, and I stabbed the heck out of his little wrist. And that
That dang wrist.
my
dang
snake is
little
around
wrist.
his neck. Justice is trying to serve it, and you know,
Serve it.
I you know, damaged his wrist enough to be let go, and then when I hit the ground, I got knocked out.
And then got instantly healed.
You know, then I got healed.
Which was probably a you thing, not a someone else thing.
You know, if you want to vote for me, vote for me.
All right, bravo.
that's good.
You will hashtag Bluebox RPG in the chat.
Truly
Hashtag
a
Bluebox
good
RPG
pick.
for the giveaway.
Thanks.
I want you to
Manda,
know-
you are in the giveaway. Congratulations.
I want you to know last week Garrett perfectly did the fiddle dee dee thing.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did. He did. All right, Mila, why should you be Stream MVP?
Oh man, we got to see some angry divine fury this session.
Yes.
Celestial spoken out loud.
And
Oh, it's
celestial spoken out loud
yes.
in a very angry tone.
Finley was just hunkered down the whole time. He was doing
Oh
nothing.
yeah. I saved Throg's life. Lahezi, blessings be upon her,
agree.
saved him from a nat
Checks
20 that would have most
Yes.
certainly killed him.
Yes.
I have pumped so much healing into that man.
Yes, you did.
I pushed through too. I was very much woman on a mission. There was no room, like while she felt that sorrow in her heart, that is an ever-present thing for her anyways.
Yeah.
And was able to compartmentalize that and just
that
go.
sucks.
Healed Daisy, healed Throg. That's it.
And split, that mirror image that you had.
Yeah.
That saved. That saved.
Did you
All right.
hit once?
Nope.
No.
Because of that. Because I
So
was
you
not- I
are
was
rolling
not hit
for Lorcalon.
Lorcalon.
Lorcalon. That's the first time you've been in a giveaway.
Yeah.
once. How do I
Lorcalon, are you still with us? I
I
hope
can
you
look
are.
it up. I can look it
Wouldn't
up.
it be great if it all just kind of burned?
Let us know. Just type in the chat. Let us know if you're
They
still here.
definitely are because they like just did
Okay, I think.
Rhubarb's RPG.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, I think they are.
Lorcaloon.
Yes. Lorcaloon. Thank you, Lorcaloon. Lorcaloon, you are in the giveaway. You will be rolled for by Rachel.
Like forms.
All right, let's go back now to Click. Why should you be stream MVP, my
Goodness,
friend?
guys. Listen, sometimes when you're in a fight, you get knocked out of it, and that's not always fun as a player, but find ways to take advantage of those moments.
Yeah.
Because when you roll a nat 1 on a sorrow check,
Yeah.
get sad.
And then the way, like,
Oh my gosh.
this is a principle I have at Blue Box. It's not role play and then combat, and then role play and then combat. They are integrated. And so
One and the
this is a
same.
perfect example. When he gets hit by sorrow, he falls to the ground, and Thomas finds a way to role play that into the game. That's what makes combat come alive.
Amanda initially thought that I was going to harken back to the moment 7 years ago when that monster came down to
Right.
kill us, but no, it was much sadder than that.
Much deeper.
My
We-
goodness.
We got to learn some things about some deep Click backstory that Dahlia tried to ask about not a session ago or two sessions ago and didn't learn anything about.
Because
and
Click
yet
didn't remember.
Here it is. Yes, because sometimes memories need to be forced.
Right.
Instead of, especially with people who have the condition that Click and
Right.
David have. And this did it. And it might have drawn out a different identity entirely. We'll see. And the funny thing is, I don't think any one of the players or anyone really got to hear about it. Just these two
Yeah.
orcs got to
Yeah,
hear
they
this
orcs,
sad
yeah.
boy.
And they probably couldn't understand you if you
No,
spoke
they had no
common.
idea what was going on.
But I would be very willing to bet that Click knows what happened a little bit and might remember some things.
So
but-
was your idea with this character, Thomas, simply to create a romance with every NPC and PC in the entire game? Is that?
I rolled a 21 comeliness, and I said I will. I
Romance.
will
be the
date
hottest boy
everyone.
in the
I will flirt
world.
with everyone. Everyone will be flirted with.
All right. So Tom, anything else?
And then threw the dagger to Dahlia and took that one guy out in a single strike. Dealt like 40 damage in one hit. I like when Click gets to hit stuff hard. He doesn't do it very
he
often,
did,
but when he
yeah.
does, he hits hard. And we get to learn about that backstory stuff of like he was, as far as you can tell, forced into a
Child fighting
fight ring at a very young age
yeah.
and did not want to be a part of it, but was forced to do it anyways. And that might have caused some traumatic stuff, which is maybe why he's
wonder
the
why.
Yep. And it's really sad. And I'm sure we'll get into more of it, I promise.
Sure we will. All right, so you have Eddie, you got Pyramid
Garrett,
Paint Shop,
no,
who's also known as Drake. You might know children.
Garrett, you can't say that.
Garrett, no, that's actually no, Garrett.
Not allowed.
You're
not
crossing
allowed.
lines there, bro.
The children love the
No, we can't keep joking about it.
No, stop, just
Listen,
stop.
I was 12 and I almost killed Deke, and that's fine.
That's true. All right, Dahlia, why should you be stream MVP?
Guys, we got the big KO. We gave him the people's elbow from the top rope. It feels fun to have a plan work out. It just really lined up nicely with Nella being there already, so that way I didn't have
Yeah.
to
You
climb.
You had enough +1s.
I had enough +1s. We had a minor fate chip.
I rolled 2 rounds on my thing, which is
You
perfect.
did. It was very, very good. Yeah, fun to kill something really bad, and especially when it I think tonally really fits for Dahlia to
Right.
be able to end something that seems intent on holding stuff back from that ever-turning cycle.
Right.
I think that that's something that just really viscerally upsets her, and so yeah, felt good to take that down. And
The
one-
line
one
"Enjoy the
big
ride
hit.
back to the cycle"
I
hit me
know.
so hard.
I know that was like
You said
yeah.
some seriously good one-liners.
Yeah.
That was enjoy. Yeah, that
I
was.
felt a little quippy today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little quippy. I don't know.
Just a little
Something
bit
got into me.
quippy.
But yeah, lots of good hits. I am leaving that fight with what is it? 13 out of 14 rages because I kept downing people.
Oh yeah, because she gets rage back when she
Yes.
kills
And
stuff.
I have
You got rage back
61
for killing
health. Yeah. Oh, I did get rage back for killing the Willow.
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Hooray!
Oh, because you kept healing every
Yeah.
round as well. God,
Yeah. Fun
Dahlia's
fight.
so good.
You have
the Willow King, I
Robert
just
Kai
stabbed
Hawkeye.
a
Now
giant's
look,
wrist to
obviously
You
the whole
took the giant out of the,
the whole-
fight. I
the
won't let you
whole-
undersell yourself.
the whole thing was made possible by the exposition to
viewers
Laura
like
Thane's
you.
Shrine, which you could have gone through this without that. Like I have the entire story, you had the arcs, you could have come here without that.
Wow.
You would have been a TPK.
Oh,
Yeah.
There is no way you would have faced this.
No.
But you guys made that choice, which was your choice. You go
God.
back, you go back and
I
watch it.
unlocked some things
I did
in
not
that
steer you.
place.
Yeah, no.
I gave
That's
you
what I'm saying.
path to the left, path to the right. The closest thing I mentioned was the pixie
Could've
nail.
done it without me,
You had the
folks.
I solved
choice.
the first
You
puzzle.
guys made the choices, which gave you an extra minor fate chip and gave you that dagger. You would have
Yeah.
never touched the Willow.
Oh my
King.
gosh, without that dagger, we would have, we
go all
couldn't,
day.
that would, no.
And we would
Never.
have been at such like oh man, yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
mean, we wouldn't have stood any sort of chance.
No. All
That's-
right. Let's
oh,
go
it's
ahead
so
and
crazy
roll.
to
Let's
think
go back
about.
around.
Yes.
We have all
Yes.
four. You got Robert, Kai Hawkeye.
I had
all right. So
primitive.
let's start with you, Jen. And this is for the Siege of Durgrim's Folly, a fantastic module
Looks
from
awesome.
the sorcerer.
Sure does.
I almost killed one giant twice.
Which is the same as killing maybe a giant and a half.
Yeah, it's a giant and a half.
All right, here we go.
Stream MVP is up.
Open.
They get 250 experience
16,
points.
Amanda. I got 16
All right, Amanda,
for
you got to. That's pretty strong. Let's go to you, Rachel.
You're only rolling one dice.
Open the gates.
I only rolled a 4.
You're taking too long for me to open the gates. I gotta
Primitive
restart.
paint
You
shop.
want to vote for me? Vote
17
for, me.
for primitive paint shop. I'm sorry, Manda.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you have?
You
in here?
can blame him.
Okay, 17. All right,
I'm
Eddie,
sorry,
you're in the
Amanda.
lead, Eddie.
Okay,
Give him a stab.
Amanda, every time I look at you.
17.
Oh, we have a tie. All right.
I
so
need to win this for
Robert,
Eddie.
Kai Hawkeye, and Eddie, Primitive Paint Shop. We're gonna
If you
roll
wanna
off
vote
here.
For me, vote for me.
Oh.
I rolled
Who
so
won?
good.
Who won?
I did.
18.
Robert, Kai Hawkeye. Thank you so
Hooray.
much.
Sorry, Eddie, I tried.
I thought it was a
Congratulations.
13.
I think I have your address, but double check with Manda. Make sure if we're missing
And then you
anything,
were
we
like,
have
why
the
is
most
he-
accurate,
why is he
updated
sad?
address.
He looks sad.
You have 10 seconds left to vote for Stream
his
MVP.
deal? Why is he sad?
As you're preparing to vote for
I
Stream
almost
MVP,
killed
let me
one
go to my
giant 2
party.
times.
Almost killed.
Each of you, anything you'd like to say to our.
You guys are a blessing. Thank you so much for being here. Like, a lot of you guys have been with us since the freaking beginning, which is crazy to think about, and that all of this is just a culmination of everything we've been through.
This is one. I mean, it's one massive arc that we've been leading to for a long time. Getting out of the city and going to fight the orcs has been something we've talked about since like session 4 of being back as adults.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
also
yeah.
about to learn so much more information.
Yeah, we are.
A lot more.
And that's great.
Yeah,
But
we
also,
are.
Fun random call out. At least the 3 of us, and we made one for you, have playlists on Spotify of our characters that we keep adding songs to, and they're pretty dope.
Yeah, they're
they
really
have
good.
been posted at one point. I'll make sure to post them again for people's visibility.
Yeah.
But go check them out
Daisy
if you
also
like.
has one. It's
if
really
you like
good.
We
music,
made one for you.
if you like music, you should check it out.
It also tells a lot about our characters.
Yeah,
And it's in chronological order.
Yes.
Yours isn't because we don't know much about your backstory
I
quite
put-
yet.
Tell us
But
all your
we've
stuff in
tried.
chronological order.
We've tried. We've done our best.
As we get ready to raid our friends at Stronghold
Dahlia.
D&D.
Dahlia won!
Dahlia is
By a
the stream
landslide.
MVP.
Thanks, everybody.
It was a runaway today. I guess that's what
Thanks.
when you happen when you
I'm
kill the
happy
Willow
with
King.
six. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that'll happen.
Yep.
Yeah, you were in second
like
place,
that.
an easy second.
I want to tell my players what an honor it is to sit at the table.
Oh.
with you. You guys bring the characters to life. I love even when you push back. I love the stories that you tell.
We
I
love you
do.
so much.
so sorry.
We're so
No, I
sorry
love
we're
it.
petulant
no,
children.
No, it's perfect because we keep each other honest, and it means you care. I don't want you coming to this table and like, who cares, whatever. And look, the strategy that you had, the battle map, it made
I'll post that
everything
really
you
quick.
did made a difference. And it was so well executed that it created the weaknesses. And of course, Ash Sap, that hurts. Throg, I still have plus 10. And yes, his daddy is going to use those.
Hey,
His son.
I'm gonna hurt that man. I'm gonna hurt him really
And
bad.
John, I'm gonna heal that man.
We shall see.
I agree.
Amanda,
I mean,
anything
I'm
else?
gonna give Throg
I
tips
just
as
can't.
well.
Every time I look over there, I'm just. Anything else you want to say, Amanda? All right, everybody, give Amanda one more round of applause.
We
Thank
love
you,
the greatest
Amanda.
cosplay ever.
We do still
done.
love you.
We love you. We're rating
As
Stronghold
terrifying
D&D.
as you are, we
Even
do
though you
still love
In
you.
our final 10 seconds, as we raid
Yeah, it
Stronghold
wasn't
D&D,
John, it
I
was
want to
her.
thank you, the Mad Chatters, all the
Hey.
bits, all the
We
subs.
love you.
Everything carries over, especially those plus 10 that I have.
And
And
that
those
full
will be done
heal.
next week. Don't miss Tuesday night. We'll be having Walking Dead with
Big
Kurt.
love,
Wednesday,
big
we
love.
have Vampire the
Only the
Masquerade
biggest.
with Rachel and Kurt. Fun week. And then
Join
we're
us.
right back here. We have Thursday Vassin. We have Friday FNC in our Discord. We have Sunday Tears of Aihrde.
Nice.
Greyhawk Awakening back the next week. All kinds of blue box goodness happening. And
Wow.
you, the
She's the
Mad
best
Chatters,
one about it.
make it all happen.
You're along
Have
for
a
the
great
ride.
weekend. Be
She
good
has
to somebody.
a lot.
We appreciate all of you. Blue box.
else.
Wait, hold on. Let me just hit this. So
How much longer
wait a
is that gonna
second.
have?
It's like 10
We
seconds.
love you, okay?
Yeah, we
Okay,
think you're
bye.
awesome.
We'll
Are we gonna
love you.
think
See
you're
you
good?
soon.
Oh, Finley, we
We'll
didn't
see
see
you on
Finley.
Tuesday.
Look at
Good.
Finley.
Okay, bye.
Finley's a good boy.
Okay,
Finley
bye.
waves
We
by.
love you.
And just keep
Bye.
waving. We're keep
Bye-bye
waving.
now.
And
Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
We'll be back
We'll
again.
get
See you
information
all
and
in a
hopefully
while.
celebrate.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, goodbye.
Enjoy some football tonight. Have a
Have
good
fun.
night.
Have
Enjoy
fun at your
weekend.
Friendsgiving celebrations that are probably
Follow
happening.
our
I
friends.
think this is
Drive
more than
support
10
our
seconds.
sponsors.
Tip your wait staff.
How long is this?
Rating.
Wow, we really stuck the landing on that one, didn't we?
We did.
Wow.